Hey, Alycia, how are you? Do
Great.
you? Oh,
Sunday. It is Sunday, which is pre-Monday.
oh my goodness.
Mm.
Yes, yes, yes. I was just letting everybody on Instagram know we're live. Hi, Kay. How are you? Hi,
Nikki,
God,
that's my best friend.
Nikki. I was gonna say, what did you tell us?
Alexandria.
Oh, okay. Hi, Nikki.
She ain't been in class in forever. She was coming.
That's okay. Let me make sure we live on everything because the chat is taking a while. Go ahead, post your questions. I will give you the best chat version that I could give you until Kenna get back.
Keena had to take her daughter to work, so
That
it
is
will be
correct.
the Kmart. It'll be the
Exactly.
Kmart version for about 20 minutes.
Exactly.
Y'all will be fine. Y'all been to Kmart before. Don't act like you ain't.
Listen, it was not all the happy when they closed. Like, wait, what?
Right. Nigga, don't do me, Alicia. My bad. Moselle number 2.
Y'all, okay. I am so ready to get this week over and done with. All my old run videos keep coming up from when I did that run. Hi Libra World. Hey Miss Julie. From when I did that run for Sick as Hell. Listen, I was over it by now. This was like day 24. I was so over it. So over it. Hey Miss Pretty Unique. If y'all want oh, y'all know I get distracted by the questions and be like, what? Okay. Okay, you my friend now because it did not start off with a love reading because I was about to be like, Lord help the child. Libra. Let me see. All right. Oh, these kids got her sick as a dog. Listen. Alcohol burn up all the germs. It's just do what you gotta do. This is really cranberry juice. It just they just call it a Washington apple.
Y'all about to
We're
get
about
this.
to have some fun, y'all, today. Miss
We about
Libra
to have
World, I
some
got
fun
you on the
today.
list. Okay, y'all. Oh,
Pretty you.
you can ask a love question if you dare. I mean, I'm the Grim Reaper of love, but
And all I'm gonna do is
woo,
tell you you addicted to the baby leg. So
if that's what you feel
take
like.
your pick.
Y'all is laughing at me. This is cranberry juice. What
Right.
is
She
wrong
know
with
what
y'all?
Washington apple is.
What is wrong with y'all?
It's about to
Don't
be
it sound
cold.
fancy? Like, ooh, is that a special breed of apple? Yes. Crown.
The queen of apples.
Ah, oh my God, y'all. I am so trying to pull it together for Monday morning. I am not ready for it. Like, I need one more Friday. I need Friday to come one more time before Monday do. And then roll this weekend back through. And then we'll go to Monday. I'm just not ready for it.
It should be a day between
Teresa, I got you
Saturday
on
and
the
Sunday.
list. Wait, what you say, Alicia?
It should be a day between Saturday and Sunday. I don't know what we
It
call it,
should be.
but it should be.
Or every couple weeks, your weekend should just start all over. Like you have your Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they be like, boop, remix, and you do it again.
Or why
It
can't
ain't
we
gotta
do
be every.
like they did in school? Like half a day or like manager work days, so everybody other the manager all like it's about to be a teacher work day
We
for the
just gonna give
kids.
y'all an extra day. Like I got it. I've been pretty good, Miss Libra World. Just hanging in there, working, and that's it. Just working. There ain't much happening after that. Oh, future love. Okay, that's not too bad. I got you pretty unique. Exactly, a weekend redo. That's all I'm just saying. Just boop boop. You get to go right back to Friday. Do not pass Monday. Go directly to Friday. Like when they be like on Monopoly, go directly to jail. Do not pass go directly back to Friday. See, this is a good thing. Do not pass Monday. Just go to Friday, and then you do Friday, Saturday, Sunday over, and then we will go back into our regular scheduled program. Hi, from UK, Melanie. We are all doing good. How are you? She said I should see the screenshot of her. Listen, sometimes I go back because when I try to share the video, it'll be like a freeze frame of me and Alycia sitting there, and I'm usually listen. Some of them freeze frames of my face, I just be
Right.
like,
I'll be like, what am I doing? Why
"What
did
was
they
we
take
talking
that?
about?" Because sometimes I'll be like, "I'm like, what was we talking about?" Definitely love, definitely. Listen, let me tell y'all, I be trying. My face just be like, "Go ahead, say it. You know it ain't right. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it." Listen. Sometimes it has to be said. Okay, y'all. Do we have anybody else? Did I get everybody? Let me tell y'all who I got on the list. I got four on the list right now. I have Kay, Libra World, Teresa, and Pretty Unique. All right. How was y'all weekend? What y'all do? What was y'all week like? Y'all ready for next week? Like, what's going on,
Right.
y'all? We is
First of
having
all,
drinks. What is this? This is the wine down.
the weekly wind down.
There you go.
Let me tell you something. First of all, why is September doing 90 miles an hour? Because it's about to be all of October, I'm like, what?
Halloween. I don't know why I'm so excited about Halloween. Maybe it's a mental image of me and like a devil come costume like the One Piece. Knowing I hate a One Piece because I hate to have to get naked when I have to go to the bathroom. Why I gotta take off all my clothes to go pee? This is a lot. So that's why I never buy rompers or One Pieces. I'll be like, it's too much commitment to the bathroom when you gotta take all that off.
I'm just like,
Yes, people is already talking about Christmas. You saw Crystal talking about she ready to put up her Christmas tree and watch a Christmas movie.
girl, for me, I am not breaking tradition. Let me tell you, December
Look, I'm barely
20th,
ready to commit to a Halloween nail color. Like what?
girl, December 20th, I'll be like, mm,
I
let me
haven't
get
even
out the house.
embraced all of the pumpkin spiciness yet.
First of all, I am not pumpkin. Apple is the superior fall.
Listen, I used to be like that all the time till I had some warm pumpkin bread, and it changed my life. Pumpkin, and I had pumpkin pie, and everybody be like, "Oh, sweet potato pie." I'm a pumpkin pie person. I like that little spice in there. It's so good. So I'm a pumpkin pie person. I'm just saying. Listen, I
Apple.
know we making y'all hungry. Listen, before we started the thing, we were talking about dating and apps and people and the nurses with purses, like the sick men trying to get to get the ladies to add them to their insurance. Let me tell you something. No, thank you. No, no, because it will not work out the way you think. We will be cashing in some life insurance. Shady Pines, ma, Shady Pines. I'm not a caretaker.
I
let me
can't,
just
and because like your
put that out there.
experience and the stuff you go through, I'm like, I can't get on no app. I think about it, then I'll be like,
Listen,
I think about homeboy. So yeah, I'm bisexual. Okay, well, you have a good day. I'm not, I'm not into
but
that.
then ask me, was I short? So you only date straight men? Yes, I do only date straight men. Are you short? Yeah, pretty sure.
He like you won't even consider it. Like something was wrong with
No,
you.
no, sir.
This is my
Listen,
preference
I know why you like penis. I can't compete with that. There's no need in us even
because I
trying.
like penis for the same reason.
Exactly, exactly. We're no, no, sir. Let's just move that forward.
Mm-mm.
Okay, y'all. Let's pull some cards. Keena should be back shortly. And she gonna be like, "What is y'all doing? Y'all ain't got to not one reading. Y'all got all these people on the list. What is the problem, children?" So okay, y'all, let's go ahead and
What
get
we
the
got?
reading started. And then like, share, comment, subscribe. Let people know we're on there. I called in all the archangels. Are we delayed? Because I think people is getting to my jokes late now. I think it is because some of the smiley faces coming through now, and I'm like, okay, that they should have laughed about 10 minutes ago. But that's okay. We gonna get it done. It's about to be a big delay, and I do not know why. Maybe my
That YouTube, I know it was the YouTube last time.
yeah, it is this time too because that's what they're on YouTube. So I'm gonna give everybody a little bit of time. So be ready. RR, I got you on the list. Give me a thumbs up if you got that R. I want to see how long it take her to give me the thumbs up from when I asked. All right, so who's first on the list? It is Kay. All right, Kay, let's see what we say here. Oh, girl, do I need my glasses? Jesus Christ, superstar. I've been feeling somewhat in my energy lately. Last time we spoke was about my vehicle. What's happening? Okay, just a general update. I like it. Thank you, RR. Got it. So it was. Oh, it was like not
It
even
wasn't
a
that.
minute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the rest of y'all just slowed in. That's on y'all have because RR is right there. So okay, these glasses ain't doing nothing. Like Lord help the child.
Because you don't need them.
Okay. If you got anything, you can go here. I'm gonna have to get some new cars because I feel like these is just pulling in the love readers. Let me get something else out of my wheelhouse. I can't be living my life like that. I can't be calling in love readers.
Mm.
Y'all just had a payday before we started. And I don't know if y'all eat paydays, but I still eat paydays. And that joker was so good. That's the reason why this stomach will not go nowhere. Okay, here we go.
Ooh.
Listen, if y'all see some cute boots out there, especially some like chocolate brown, send them to me because I really do need some boots for the fall, even though it's still like 90 degrees. I don't care.
Okay.
You're on Facebook, but it's slow. Oh, Facebook is a bit slow. All right, well, we'll try to give y'all a chance to catch up and not go so fast. Um, I'm on someone here. Okay, let me see what's going on with Kat. Dang, when I asked what was for your highest and greatest good, the lovers came out. So you must have wanted a love reading and didn't say it. Y'all ain't got to be afraid to ask. I mean, you know what? I don't know. Did you just break up with somebody because the next card is lost? The 5 of Cups. So I'm thinking you either just broke up. Oh, dang, and there restrictions. Oh. Wait a minute. Let me see what's going on here because this is a story unfolding with these cards. Let me see what's going on. Hey, Lewis. Listen, paydays do rule. Listen, he know what I'm talking about. Listen, I ain't had a chocolate payday in a long time, but technically, Teresa, a chocolate payday is basically just a baby Ruth. Stop playing with me, people. It's just a baby Ruth. You cut someone off ages ago because I got the lovers card and then I got lost, which is the 5 of Cups, which is kind of looking at spilled milk. You know what I'm saying? Like you have 5 cups. With this card, you have 5 cups, but you're looking at the 3 spilled one and you don't see your opportunity back here. So obviously, are you like reminiscing on the relationship, thinking you mad, not necessarily thinking you have made a bad decision, but sometimes we dwell on the good parts of the relationships and forget the not bad, but the reasons that we broke up with somebody because we're a little bit lonely or we're a little bit missing a little bit of affection or something. And then I get restrictions. So you're feeling restricted. And I'm assuming it's by loneliness because that's the word I heard because you don't have anybody right now. And you're wondering when your turn is going to come or when is it going to happen for you. Hey, Virgil from Manchester, England. I hope you don't mind me joining. Oh, no problem. Come on in. I remember some of what happened. Okay. I mean, so it's just saying like you're kind of feeling like in that space where you want some attention, you want to be in love, you're kind of reminiscing on the past. And it may not be a specific relationship, it could be a it could be several relationships, because when you get the lovers, which is what you got with that five of cups, for me, that's you dwelling on something that you lost, and you not seeing the reason that you had to leave. Because on the five of cups, you're dwelling on the three cups that spill, the loss, the person that's gone, the lovers that are gone, the heartbreak, all the things that you lost, maybe the money, maybe the time, maybe the opportunities that you lost from whatever this past thing is. Because lovers doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It could also be like loss of opportunities, like you think you made a bad decision, because back in the day the lovers card used to be called the choice card, and so you were kind of, you could be dwelling on choices that you gave up or opportunities that you think you lost. Yeah, oh, there it is. Yes, I love it. And so now you're feeling restricted, like had I made other choices, then maybe this would be, we see you, Keena. Y'all, Keena back, praise the Lord. Y'all need to talk. Oh, okay.
Okay then.
uh you need to that was a bit much to coming back in the chat, especially with this apples in my glass over here. Um, so you're feeling like you're thinking that things could have turned out differently for you had you made other chances. So let me see what an outcome. Let me get an advice from spirit card from you, and let me get an outcome card for you. I usually am very psychic, but maybe this it's taking a minute to warm up to it. So let me see. I'm just going by what they're telling me in the card. Oh, oh, there's a celebration coming up. So that's what I was getting, because your energy didn't still feel heavy. I got the three of cups. So there is a celebration coming for you. Let me see if it's an opportunity. So that's the advice for spirit, to let you know that there's an opportunity coming. That's the advice. So let me get one more card for your outcome and see what it is that, regarding this situation. And your cards are jumping out fast. Like, hello, people. I got to talk. I need to say it. I need to say it. Oh, you got two, and I didn't. I don't really like to take two, but these are two good ones, so I'm gonna go ahead and take them. The Magician in reverse, and then the Empress card. So that tells me that you're not owning your power. Like, I don't usually read reversals, or I take them as a lesser degree. So you have the power, but since it came out with the Empress card, for me, that's because you are not like realizing the power you have to make this change, to speak these things into your existence. One thing that I am really, 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 really dedicated to at this point, and everything is different. Not everybody may be at that affirmation stage, because it took me a long time to get to that affirmation stage before I started to believe in them and see the wonders of me speaking it into existence. But it's really just the same thing: manifestation, prayer, speaking it into existence. Life and death is in about um um life and death is in the power of the tongue. So you just speaking things into existence. So you have the power, you have everything you need to make it come. If you want this love, you can get this love. But all you need to ask the universe is, how do I get from where I am now, where I feel lonely, where I feel like I want to draw someone in and I don't have anyone, to a space where I'm ready to receive love? Not till I meet this person, till I'm ready to receive love. Because that could be signaling to your higher power, hey, I'm ready to open myself to love. What changes do I need to make? What things do I need to let go? What things do I need to forgive myself for, or forgive them for, or just move on past, in order to be open to love? Because I don't want to carry all that baggage into my new relationship,
Mhm.
and he start up here and I start down here, because I got all this baggage weighing me down. We want to be equally up here together. And so if I'm on my P's and Q's and I'm ready and I'm mentally healed and restored and ready and loving myself, and know that I look good when I wake up in the morning without somebody telling me, then I need to pull myself up here, so that I am at a higher level. And I'm not way down here, but I can also recognize if he's not ready to, and then not attach myself to something that's going to bring me down. There are levels to this. I'm surprised you didn't get a temperance card, but you feel rejected because you don't have love. A temperance card would have set this right off, because it would have been, you need to balance, and you're maybe not at that stage yet. So right now you're in the healing, and that Empress card, realizing your power as an Empress, recognizing how stable you are, recognizing your beauty, recognizing your creativity, your
Achievement.
femininity, your achievement, all that
Mhm.
stuff, and then using that to call in what it is that you want. So love is there waiting for you. That's the energy you feel, but it's the energy of healing first, not
And
just jumping right into a relationship. Go ahead, Alycia. I'm sorry,
I
because you know I
pulled what
get
you I pulled what you pulled, but I pulled it in Oracle. So basically, I'm getting the same thing that you're getting. I'm getting that she's actually not recognizing the things that are going well in her life. She's so concerned that I don't have this one thing and all these other things. For example, I pulled abundance. Like, you have abundance of family, joy. It's some things that you are not concentrating on because you're concentrating on love so much. Also, I pulled achievement. Pat yourself on the back. You have achieved some things that you wanted to achieve. You had some goals set out. You have achieved some of those goals, and I don't think you've taken the time out to say, you know what? I did do this. I did accomplish this. I set a goal and I accomplished it. Sometimes you get so wrapped up in what you don't have, then you don't give yourself credit um of the things you have done. Uh for example, last well, I'm 47 now. At the age of 46, I went back to school. I went no, at the age of 45, I went back to school, and I graduated last year. I got my bachelor's degree after starting college in 1994. I didn't finish. I went back and finished. And sometimes we set goals and we accomplish them, but we don't go back to say, "Hey, I actually did that." You don't take the time to celebrate yourself. And the spirit is saying that he's giving you all type, and this, when she was talking motivation, when um Angie was talking about the different opportunities, um spirit has been giving you different signs, and spirit has been saying, hey, um these are the opportunities coming up for you. I think you've also been kind of passing up different opportunities because you don't think it's really for you or that you deserve it. And that's not true. I think what's going to happen is sometimes spirit says, okay, they didn't learn the lesson this time. It comes around again. Here goes some more opportunities. And you need to be ready when it comes back around. And that's what I got.
That's that celebration. I feel like that's that celebration that is to come. Like, you're dwelling on this, you're feeling restricted, you're not ready, you're not open to it. What we're telling you is it's coming and it's all in your favor, but you need to ready yourself for it. You need to get yourself done, because what you don't want to come up is a tower card. Now, if a death card would have come up too, that would have been okay, because that would have been like, okay, it's time to make this change. We're giving you the opportunity to do it. Then the next time it would have been a tower. So this is all good for you. This is still great divine timing. This is still time for you to heal, still time for you to move forward. So what I see for you happening for you and moving forward is you asking the universe, what do I need to do to get from this state that I am now to where I'm ready to receive whatever it is, whatever blessing it is. It doesn't have to be love. It could be love. It could be abundance. It could be opportunities. It could be whatever it is that is coming towards you, so that you are ready to openly take whatever the universe is giving to you. A lot of times we get stuck in the how. Well, I'm not dating. I haven't met anybody. How am I gonna? How am I? The how isn't up to me. I tell my higher power what I want, and then they deliver. The problem come when I try to jump in and be like, well, I mean, if I get on this app, then I meet somebody. You will, but you will meet the praise the Lord. Don't do it, people. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. All right, Miss K, I hope that helps you out. It helps you move forward. So for me, that lets you know you need to prepare mentally for the opportunity that are coming your way. And love will find you when it's time to find you. Or how the first reading ended up being the wrong love reading. Just praise the Lord, people. And I changed the cards. They was like, I don't care if you change 4 cards. It's a love reading. Okay. Who's next, Kina?
Oh, thank you, Virgil. He said, well done on your degree.
A general. Okay, Libra world. I like that. Your energy seems bubbly and happy. It could be just because I saw that little dial on your little screen of your little icon face, but I get a very bubbly, happy energy that feels hopeful,
Mm.
because it's really pink for me, kind of bubble gumish.
And it's her
Um,
season too. Libra season just started.
yeah, I'm getting a very happy, bubbly, upbeat world. Let me see what's for your highest and greatest good. Are you looking for a car? Because I heard get the car. Just go ahead and get it. Stop worrying about um not necessarily. Well, I guess it is the money of it. Are you looking for a car, Libra World? Because I'm hearing get the car. Is it a black car with like chrome trim or silver trim or something like that? I see a black four door sedan. I don't know what kind of car it is. Yes, trying to quit smoking. So energy bed, but great. Okay. But are you also looking for a car too? I know it's a little bit delayed, so I'm gonna wait on that. Because I see a black car. Like I said, all black, nice and shiny, four door. Looks like it's trimmed in like chrome or some kind of silvery um trim. It's a new car, and so I see that for you. Hi, Bonnie. How are you? So I'm just seeing like a new car for you.
Hey, Miss Bonnie.
And I heard get the car. And then there's like for me dollar signs dropping in the air as money coming to you. So I feel like there's either a raise or a promotion or some increase in income or money. Have you been saying you need about 10,000 more in income? There it is, that magician card. You're able to call it in. Just go ahead and receive it with gratitude. And I believe that you'll get it. I feel like yes, I love that. I feel like if you just go ahead and call it in, you know what I'm saying, receive the money, receive the blessing in gratitude, you'll go ahead and get the increase in funds and you'll also get the car.
This her
Yes,
issue.
money is a big worry on her mind. You can go ahead, that's all I have. But I see the car. She hasn't said anything about it yet.
Yeah. So one thing, this is the nine of swords. So this the anxiety in the corner popped out. So I think she is worried about it. I have, but this is the second card that popped out, lovers. But I don't know if it's romantic.
It could be a choice, just a decision that she has to make. Oh, because you said you saw a new, did you say a new job?
No, I said the money. She has
Oh,
anxiety about the money.
okay.
But when the lovers uh card, and I don't see a lover, but I see it's like a partnership. So I don't know if she thought about going in business with somebody. Have you thought about going in
She just
business
says
with
looking for
somebody?
work.
She just says looking for work.
Uh,
Okay.
so I mean that's the opportunity that you see for her. But the
Yeah, has
magician
somebody
card is
offered?
for me, the magician card also feels a little, was it in reverse or in the upright? It kind of
Upright.
feels a little bit like she doesn't she's not asking
Right.
for help, right? Because there was something I read that or something you said, and I got the energy of like not recognizing selling herself short. That's what I meant to say. Like her resume doesn't quite adequately show the skills she had. Like again, I always give the example. I was a cashier at blah blah blah. Sounds different than I processed
So
various huh.
so yeah, because I was asking about her going into business with somebody, and she said yes, this program for flipping houses, but not sure if it's a scam. And I pulled the Queen of Wands for her, which means she does have good business sense. I yeah, attractive, mature. You do have good business sense.
Let
I
me
would
just ask the picture.
yeah, I would definitely research because I don't get a good feeling from that program.
I, I immediately got my face immediately balled up, and you know my face tell it before everything
But
else.
is
Um,
somebody, is it somebody you know who's
oh,
trying
let me tell you this. Don't let me just go ahead because if this is an ex, or somebody you have romantic feelings for, somebody y'all done did the dude or y'all thought about it, don't do it. Let me tell you, it's go all that penis go cloud your judgment, and also
take
it's
your
hard to get
money?
out of those situations with people. So no, praise the Lord, don't do it. Listen, don't
Oh,
Lord, no.
thank you, Miss Bonnie.
Don't do it. Don't Lord help the children. What is wrong with y'all?
So we're gonna so the pro
The drama? Could it be me? Don't do it, people. Okay. What was the question we was gonna ask? Oh, should she do the
About the
flipping?
program.
Okay.
Should Libra World participate in the program for flipping houses?
I gotta know. Not that particular one. I
I
just feel
gotta
like you
know.
should do more research on the housing market before you get into that because everybody makes it seem like it's easy. And if it was as easy as they said it was going to be,
Look at that.
then you got a yes?
No, this
A no?
Dexter.
That's a huge no. Like no, yes, have a lot of business ideas, just not sure about doing business with other people. Like
She said, yes, have a lot of business ideas. Yeah, I see that. You
I
do.
wouldn't do that.
Little ones. I wouldn't do
And
that program
listen,
though.
I'm just telling you, I asked. That's the energy that came up as a no. But again, a lot of people make it seem like flipping houses is an easy thing, and it's not. You for one have to have a like it's more of a team effort than it is, unless you know how to do all the repairs and things in the house.
Construction. Mhm.
Otherwise, you're going to need a person who can do all that stuff for
General
you.
contractor.
In construction, get the permits you have, make sure it's economical, make sure they're not cheating you, and make sure that things turn out the way that you want them to do, and then get that house on the market and then sell it. It's like you have to have more than just a realtor insight in order to do the flipping of the house, unless you're just going to buy the house at a low price and then sell it as is and hope to get a little bit more money for it. But I feel like you want a bigger haul than that. And you need to look at the whole thing. Everybody makes it seem like it's easy. Like
But it's
everybody
not.
make every time I see somebody didn't, I think it's real easy until I tried and I'd be like, who the hell came up with this shit?
And let me give you a perfect example. Had no idea. Um, Vanilla Ice. He had that one song. He wasn't crazy. He didn't go back into rap. He started flipping mansions.
Who?
Vanilla Ice.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But why did he start flipping mansions? Because before he rapped his one song, he worked construction with his dad since he was a preteen. So he already knew general contractors, electricians, painters, plumbers, roofers. He already had those connections. Now he had the money just to get the business started. He knew people who did woodwork, cabinets. He already had those connections. If you don't know those people,
But I mean, I'm not going to discourage you from doing it if that's what you think it is, but you're already getting bad vibes from them. You said their vibes seem weird. So that's that Queen of Wands that came up with you making good business decisions, not letting your head lead. I mean, not letting your heart lead, letting your head lead or your emotions, not letting your emotions take over. You still thinking like, I don't know. Like you make it sound easy, but it might not be that easy. And you seem to be heading it off before that situation happens. Um, but I still get that you don't recognize your power. That's a lot of your issue. You don't recognize how you're selling yourself short. However, you're marketing yourself for a job or for your opportunities, you're selling yourself short. I do see that you need to stabilize your income before you try
oh,
to do any of the endeavors on your own, unless they're going to immediately bring in money and you know that you're going to have money. Otherwise, you're going to put yourself in a financial detriment. So if you have to stay with the 9 to 5 for a little while, listen, I'm still with the 9 to 5 until everything picks up the way that I want because y'all know I want to do this professionally. But until I can get to that space, I have to do my regular 9 to 5 and this too. So you may have to still do that to keep the regular income coming in and then try some of your opportunities on the side. But you have to weigh the pros and cons of that. What is the most economical to do? And then which one of these will lead to the next one or can fund the next one? You want to make sure you have a nice steady flow of money always coming in and not try them all at the same time. You may be okay with all of them if you try them at the same time, but you'll only be good at one or two of them unless you get it established, stabilize it, and then move forward to the next one. So for you, it's all about that Queen of Wands, that nurturing, that being that good business mind, and that understanding that cash has to flow in and take care of your needs so that you can work on your wants. So that's what I got for you. Do you have anything else for Miss Libra World? I hope that helped you out, Miss Libra World.
no, I think she got her head on strong. She know
Yeah.
somebody trying to pull the wool over her eyes, and that's good because a lot of people just be like, "Oh, I can make a lot of money," and they don't look into anything, and they just jump on the bandwagon. But you're not like that. You might have to teach other people. That might be one of your businesses. How not to get scammed.
How to recognize when somebody is not
How
the
to
real
recognize a
deal.
scammer, a good business for like people our age, how to, help your parents from not the elderly going to retirement homes, because that's who's getting scammed.
Keena, who's next?
Oh yeah, when it's too good to be
Teresa.
true. No. Good evening.
Oh
And
yeah, I hate a quick get rich quick thing because no, sir, what you're not about to do is have me in a pyramid scheme. Madoff. We're not about to do this. You're welcome, Libra Queen. I hope that helps you out. And you I see a good week for you. There's lots of sun shining and I see the sun card and I see success and achievement. So I think you're about to get some recognition too that is going to allow you a little bit more freedom financially. I don't know what your current position is, but I do see some recognition coming your way and that this week will be pretty much a more positive sunshiny week. Yeah.
shuffling and this
Oh,
popped out.
yeah. This is again still for Libra world, not for you yet, Teresa. I'm sorry.
Right.
We haven't gotten to you. That was a residual
Nine of
energy from
Pentacles.
Libra world's
That's that
reading.
Lady of Leisure. Independent wealth. That's for Libra world. And that was just, and Destiny
Okay,
was
Miss
like, yep,
Teresa,
you're
I'm gonna
right.
go ahead and clear the energy that was on there and then be ready for your reading. All right, and she asked for a general, so let's see what's for Teresa's highest and greatest good.
Oh, can you go get my selenite? The clear.
Immediately, Teresa, they showed me a rainbow which turned into the Ten of Cups. So that is a great thing. That is for me emotional fulfillment. That's usually the husband, the wife, the dog, and the kids. So that is an emotional fulfillment because cups are emotion. That's creativity. That's you reaching some goal that you set out for yourself. So I definitely see something positive coming for you regarding that. Let me see what direction they're going with this. Um, I'm hearing like keep hope, stay hopeful. The exact words I heard was keep hope alive, but I feel like you understood that and why they told me to say keep hope alive because I kept saying, oh, you have hope, and to stay hopeful, and they kept saying no, keep hope alive. So I don't know if that particular phrase that way means something to you, but that's what they said was keep hope alive. And so I do feel like you got this emotional fulfillment, this joy that you've been seeking because a 10 is a culmination of things like you've worked all the way through and you've been waiting. Oh, you see you got soulmate energy, so I love that too. I also see, let me see, like I see you at a beach, so I'm assuming you are ready for a vacation. They have you at a beachfront, but you're not even out enjoying the beach. You're not out enjoying the sand. You're on the shore at dock, like where the vendors would be. So you're not even out enjoying the without enjoying it. So what they're saying is you may give yourself rest or leisure, but you don't necessarily rest in it. You are still too busy doing other things and taking care of things that need to be done. So I don't know if you have a family, but they're trying to make it seem like you're taking care of everybody else except for yourself. And so even though you may get some emotional fulfillment out of it, it isn't the complete joy of the Ten of Cups because you are so overwhelmed and taxed by the amount of effort that you have to keep in to keep everybody else happy, but also neglecting your own happiness. And I'm getting that you need to um, enjoy some of the opportunity that you create. Like I feel like you plan the vacation, you pay for the vacation, or you get everybody organized for the vacation, and then you don't get the opportunity to enjoy it because you're worrying about the little intricacies that make the things happen for everybody else. And what they're saying is right now you need to be a little bit what you would think would be selfish, but not necessarily selfish, but in a way that you need to recognize some self-care and some self-love and give yourself the opportunity to enjoy the things that you are planning or the opportunities that you're creating for others. On the love front, I feel a pull apart. Like there's some people together and it's pulling apart a little bit, and so there's little holes in the situation. It isn't a completely severed tie, but it is pulling apart, and so you need to do some mending. You need to do some communicating or something to hold this together and bring it back together, because it is not completely severed, but there is a relationship that is pulling apart, that needs some mending and some attention. But that's what I got for that. So you're not letting us know, Miss Teresa, so I don't know if I'm right, but Miss Alicia, you can go ahead because you had a nice deck of cards that seem to be coinciding with what I was saying. I like that.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Leia just said the S word real loud. Then she said, "You muted." I said, "No." She said, "Ooh," but I don't think y'all heard her. So, yeah, what she said. Oh, thank you, child. My son. So, I got two of cups, which is lover, soulmate energy. But I also, and then she said planning that cruise. Guess what? Pulled that chariot card. So, uh, to me, that chariot card, it says victory, overcoming obstacles, or success. But I also see the chariot card as travel, um, because it's moving from one place to another. So I see that chariot card as travel. Then when you also put three of pentacles, so I know if you planning a cruise, you budgeting, you trying to get all your money together, um, to make sure you have enough money for that. But this is what I really got: the Hierophant. So that's like tradition. So I get with that too. mm, I am kind of getting marriage. Are you married or dating somebody?
That's where I got the relationship, when I got the, like, there is a bond, but there is something being pulled apart. So it was like something ripping at the seams, but not quite pulled apart yet.
Because I got the two of cups, but I got the Hierophant, traditional institutions. But I didn't, usually I get with the Hierophant, usually sometimes, well, it's two things. The Hierophant always means like somebody going back to school. But I didn't get that. She said, "No, I'm single." Mm, mm, I, mm. I don't. I don't like to do these predictions.
There
I,
is some kind of personal relationship in her life that is pulling apart. Now, whether it's, for me, whether it's a romantic relationship that is pulling apart, there is something that is breaking away at the seams. And it was very clear to me that it was a personal relationship. It was not a like idea, a job. It was a personal relationship that was pulling apart, and they were showing me the holes in the relationship, and then that you could mend this. So if you're saying that it's not a love interest, or you're not, like on again, off again with somebody in a love relationship, then it could be another bond, like a mother
Platonic.
daughter, a father son, one of those kind of a sister sibling relationship or something like that. But it was clearly a relationship, and they are clarifying to me now that it is a personal relationship. So if it's not a lover, again, that you're on again, off again with. Because listen, you ain't got to be honest with me. I'm just telling you what my guys tell me, how they tell it to me. I do not know you personally. So whatever information I'm gathering is what they're showing to me. So you're saying you're single. Are you saying you're single because you don't know the status of the relationship? Or are you saying you're single because you just haven't been dating anybody in a long time? The way they're showing it to me is that there is a relationship, there is a bond, and there's something that is pulling apart. Okay, a good friend. Okay, because like spirit be like, come on now, pull the truth out, pull the truth out. Okay, so there you go. So there is a relationship that is falling apart, and that you could mend if you want to if you want to bring it back together.
And they might not go on the cruise by herself as single.
Well, there
That's
you go. But I also feel like she needs to be open. I feel like she's kind of giving up a little bit, because they show me like somebody who's like going out in their sweatshirt with their like hair pulled back in a ponytail, and like no longer putting an effort in their appearance and going out, and trying to attract
gotcha.
anyone, because you feel like you've had such a bad season with them. And what they're saying is you attract what you reflect. If you feel like you're not worthy and worthy of love, you're going to attract people who don't think that you're ready and worthy of love. They're not going to treat you right. They're going to use you up for whatever it is they have to get from you, whether it's physical, whether it's financial, maybe it's emotional, maybe it's some kind of support and some place to stay. Whatever you're projecting out there to the world, that's what you're that's what you're receiving back. So if you want to attract something better than that, then you need to put out there that you're ready and you're open. If you don't know that you're open or not, then that's where you go to your higher power and you say, hey, how do I get from where I am now to where I'm open and ready to receive love, to where I'm open and ready to receive these opportunities? And then you allow your higher power, your universe, or whatever person you pray to help you to transform into that person. Things are going to start falling off. People are start going to fall away. Relationships are going to start going. But you said, how do I get from where I am now to where I'm ready to receive love? And all these things have to happen in divine timing in order to prepare you for the love that you're trying to call in with your voice, but you're not projecting that you're ready to receive that. Because why would I give you the love of your life if you're just going to destroy that person because you're not mentally, physically, and emotionally ready for the love that you're actually asking for?
Also, I got self-sabotage with her. Like, she's her affirmations, not even affirmations. What we don't realize is when we put stuff out, it's out. And that's what we get in return. I've learned that older. So my thing is now, I want to be married. So I keep saying I do not say I will get married because that always puts it in the future. I say I am married. As it's right now, as it's happening right now, because timelines are different. Um, like you said, I have the feeling she's given up, but I also have the feeling that she's like, oh, it'll never happen for me. Um, like somebody gets married, and my thing is, I thought the same. I used to have the same mindset. My thing is, she has to change her mindset first. Um, I had the same mindset, and it's. I had a really good friend. Went to high school. Um, or it's a couple people from high school, and I'm like, wait, I'm the same age as them. How they get two? How they on their second husband? I haven't even had one husband. What is going on? But guess what? When they get divorced, they look cute. They get back to it. Like, I'm gonna be married. Their confidence is up. So if you keep saying it's not gonna happen for me, because I was like that, it's not gonna happen for me. I remember one time it was I had a lady I used to work with at the YMCA. I caught up with her couple maybe 3 years ago, and I made a joke. Listen to this. I made a joke. I was pregnant with my child. My child is 23. I made a joke. I bet you your daughter gets married before I do. And guess what? That child got married 2 years ago, and I'm still single.
We
That
don't
was
realize how we speak stuff over our life. Listen, and when you realize what you said, you be like, damn, I spoke that into my own existence.
even as a joke. Guess what? Spirit and universe has no idea that you are joke. They have no. They do not know you're joking. The creator does not know you are joking. You
Listen,
said
creator,
it.
I am not joking when I say you can take these fat cells. I'll be serious in a heart attack.
So you have to watch what you speak. And now I have to double back and I have to erase what I've been speaking for years to try to speed up to what I want. So guess who says it every day? Three, four, five, six, seven, 10 times a day. I am married.
But also allowing your higher power to help you to become what you need to do, to shed
True.
all those things that you need to shed in order to be ready for love. Oh, that's too much love. Next, Kina, who next? Just the Lord help the child. I swear to God, the next question better be about construction or something.
It ain't.
Something hardcore.
You knew she asked that. You saw it. Keita laughing at you. You're welcome, Miss Teresa.
I feel like that meme of Eddie Murphy from what's the Respucia movie?
Norbit.
Norbit. And he'd be like, that's what I feel like. Okay.
See, they were getting you in the mindset for the question.
All right. Let me
Pretty unique.
do a past, present, future. Because you want to know what's in the future for you. And that's the best way I can see it to see show you your growth over your situation for love. I'm gonna do a past, present, future for you. If you have anything for her now, Alycia, you can go ahead.
Mm. Hmm. Okay. Ooh. This may be a loaded question. I don't know. Spirit is just leading me to ask this. How are you working on yourself? What I mean by that is, are you dealing with some stuff that you may need therapy for?
I
It's
also heard not just your physical, because I feel like she's pretty on the outside, like she really fixes herself and dials herself up. But they want to know, are you ready on the inside? Are you pretty on the inside? Are you healed at home? Like you were saying, therapy and stuff like that. They
yeah.
want that's
That's
what
what
they
I'm.
want.
Spirit, and Angie. What do I do? I'm Vegas. I deal cards, but automatically, Spirit was like, ask this question: how are you working on yourself? And what I mean by that is, yeah, um,
You know what song I hear? I hear India Ari, I Am Ready for Love. But like I only hear India Ari say I am ready for love, and then they rewind it back because you're not moving forward. Like you're saying that you're ready for it, but the progress of the song isn't they're not letting the song progress. I just keep hearing her repeat over and over, I am ready for love. But then whatever would come after that or the next part of that verse, they're not allowing that to be heard by me. Is this one and they're rewinding it back and they're repeating that. So for me, that means you're not ready um, for it, but you're speaking that you are ready for it.
like, oh, mm, mm, yeah. So what I got automatically was, mm, I knew that was coming. I saw it before it came up. Shit. Oh, oh, this is working. Okay. In the past, you dealt with some heartbreak. See that coming up, Three of Swords. Now, what I notice about this heart, if you look at the stitching, when you see a stitched heart, and I'm gonna tell you, how can I say this? No, I'm gonna just say it because Angry Orchard is talking. When you see a stitched heart like this, it has the appearance of being whole, even though it's not. Um, I know
Oh,
everybody.
I heard there is still pain behind the scenes, like that healing ain't help. Like it looked like it's being put back together, but it ain't healed. All
Right.
like that wound
You
has not.
see, you see how it looks stitched up, but you can still see the cracks in it. It's still some cracks. It's kind of like that story you hear about the teacher ask the little kids, if I break this plate and put it back together, that's somebody who hurts your feelings. Is the plate the same as being whole? And all the little kids say no. You're trying to put this heart back together and make it seem like it's okay, but it's not. I got the hangman, meaning you're stuck. You're stuck. And I think a lot of it is you're stuck in your head. And I got the strength card, but this card came very different from me because when dealing with love and dealing with other people, to make sure you're whole, you have to have the strength to look in the mirror and deal with yourself first. Because a lot of people don't want to deal with what's going on. Now, I'm not saying that this has happened to you in the past, but I just finished watching the Boy Scout documentary on Netflix. First of all, it had me snotting and crying because you had some of those men who didn't tell what happened to them until they were 50. Think about that, 50. They did not deal with what was happening to them till they were 50. One guy, he was molested in the 60s, early 60s, and he said, I'm speaking out for my friends, for my brother who they committed suicide because they couldn't deal with themselves. So I know that you're saying, what's my future as far as love? But Spirit is saying, what have you done to work on yourself first? Because guess what? Hurting people hurt people. And if you're still hurt, whether conscious or unconscious, you bring somebody else into the picture and you'll hurt that person without even realizing it.
That's kind of like what we were saying about the last reading. Like, you don't want to bring those weights into it. Like, God, all these have been love readings. Y'all getting on my nerves. I did pull a past, present, future for you with the advice from spirit and the outcome. The first thing I got was the Four of Wands, and y'all know I normally don't read reversals, but this reversal was pretty much matching that Three of Swords that you pulled out. Instead of reunions and celebrations and coming together with people, this is you withdrawing from people because you feel isolated, you feel hurt, you feel like you're not receiving what it is that you want to what you want to receive from relationships, not necessarily romantic, but family, friends, dynamics. All your relationships seem like you're not receiving what you want, so you're retreating and you're evaluating whether you want to move forward in these situations. That's your past. That's where you are in your past, like retreating from the relationships in order, but in order to try to gather yourself, but you would always allow yourself to be pulled back in. So then I asked, what was your present energy? And for me, I got the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So you're still wishing, you're still hoping, you're still desiring for your wish fulfillment to come true. And it looks to me like it will come true, but they're saying it has to happen in stages. They're showing me little doors that are shifting like this, up and down. So there's multiple doors that are shifting. So that either means there's decisions that you have to make that you haven't quite caught the you haven't really got the rhythm of how to make these decisions in order to get to the right timeline that you want to get to, in order to get to that romantic situation. So for me, there is wish fulfillment, but there's all these decisions that have to be made. Like, here's a door right here. So if you go through that door, then it now takes you to this path. Whereas if you go through this door, it'll take you to this path. So your future is not really aligned. Your wish fulfillment is coming, but it's all based on decisions that you make. And what they're telling me is, because this is your outcome. And when I get your outcome was the King of Swords. For me, that's that logic. That's that making that decision, that head over that heart, that thinking it through. Does this make sense? Does what I'm hearing make sense? Does it make sense for me to carry on this relationship? Am I capable of having um a balanced relationship with this person if I carry it on? Or am I carrying some pain? Am I carrying some anxiety? Am I only giving and not receiving in this situation? So that's where you're headed to. That's what they're showing me. Like, you have all these doors and all these opportunities that you have to do, all these decisions that you have to make, and you may not recognize them yet. You may not even see them as decisions that have to be made. But remember, each thing that you decide opens a different opportunity to change something in your future that changes the outcome or puts you more aligned with where you're supposed to go. So they're wanting you to use your head over your heart to think logically, to get out of that state of woe is me, because they're showing me Eeyore, but they're spinning Eeyore around and they're saying to me, listen, you need to get out of this state. You need to just let that go, spin that right on out of your life, because your future for me was the death and the rebirth. So that means that's the ending of that sadness, that depression, that woe is me, that, oh, I can't have this, it never happens for me attitude. letting that go and recognize, okay, all these things happened in the past, these relationships didn't work out, but what lesson did I get from each one of those situations? Okay, I know that this person lies. Be more discerning about the information that I receive and how I process it. Oh, this person cheats. Be more aware of how much information I tell somebody, how soon I give somebody my body, how soon I allow this relationship to move forward in a romantic sense before I get to know somebody. So that is the death. That is the ending of all of that naivety, and you not understanding, or you just being like, I want to be in love so bad, I'll take whatever. So they're saying that's the ending of that. That's that death card for me. That's that transformation. That's you recognizing that it's time for you to move forward, because it's death and rebirth. One thing ends, that because you're transforming into something else, and then it's the birth of the new you, which is that King of Wands, which is, I said, what is the advice from Spirit? They gave me clarity. For me, the Ace of Cups or the Page of Cups is a Page of Swords is clarity, cutting through, getting information that helps you make a sound decision. So your love reading really, really, really is a very good thing with you understanding logically why these things are yes or no's, or what decisions you should make, so that you can romantically get to the outcome that you want to receive. Because all of your stuff, all of your outcomes and your advice from Spirit is clarity, it's thoughts, it's minds, it's idea, it's information that you need in order to make you use your logical mind over your heart. Right now, your heart is broken, your heart is wounded, but your heart is also crying out for love and attention and affection. And that right there is not a good balance situation. And it's not a situation where you can go through and you can make a good decision on a love situation. Okay, I know logically this doesn't seem right. This person only calls me when they're out and about on the road. This person only has time to talk to me when they're on their way to work, when they're on lunch, or whenever. Why this person don't ever call me at home? Logically, I know that he may live with somebody, or there's a situation that is including a third party, but I want to be loved so much and I like the attention, I'm going to accept it, and I'm going to turn those red flags pink. So what they're saying is, no, that clarity is coming. This is that ending of that naivety, of you being naive and you not understanding what's going on, and you saying, oh, well, woe is me on the love. All of this is ending. This is going away. And you're going to come out on the other end with that advice from Spirit and that outcome. You're going to come out in your logical mind, and that'll help you get to the space where you need to be, so that you're ready to receive love. You're just not ready. Anything that you get now is going to be a fling. They're literally showing me a penis just like boinking around, like it's just going to be sex. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at that. I'm not even mad at you for getting that card. Hello, Lord, have mercy. Why you never saw a penis in my reading? You know what I'm saying? They literally are saying, like, any relationships you get in right now is just for a good time, not a long time. You're not necessarily ready and open for a love relationship. And so I know that's not kind of what you wanted to hear, but that's kind of how they laid it out to me. Your reading was very, very specific, and it was very much going in alignment with how they're saying you need to heal. You need to recognize that, yes, everything you want is out there and available, but are you logically ready to make the right decisions in order to heal yourself, in order to get where you need to be? A lot of people are thinking they're ready for love, but they are not, because they haven't healed those wounds from the past. So work on all those things. And you don't even have to be like, oh, well, what is it in me that needs to be fixed? Hey, I release all that no longer serves me. How do I get from where I am now to where I need to be? These are logical questions that I ask my guys all the time. How do I get from where I am now, where I'm not ready for, maybe financially ready to buy a house, financially ready to buy the car I want, business wise ready to start to do this full time, where it's my only source of income, where I am physically not where I want to be, but where how do I get to where I'm trying to be? These are questions that I ask, because if I'm doing it and it hasn't happened yet, or I'm looking for guidance from a higher power, I have to ask them questions. I can't just assume that they know what it is I want. Or if I don't ask the questions, then I don't know what I'm getting answers to. I could be receiving answers and not recognizing it because I didn't ask a question, or I don't understand what it pertains to. So if I specifically ask a question, I get the answer, and I know, okay, this is how I get ready to receive love. This is how I get ready to receive the opportunities that are coming to me in business. So you have to decide. Everybody wants to lay down their power and just let the Lord just sprinkle blessings all over them. You have to give them something to sprinkle on you, or something to give you that magic, or something to give you, like, you want that love. How do I get to where I'm ready to be sprinkled with love, Lord? That's what they're saying. All right. So that's what I got for you, Miss Pretty Unique. I'm pretty sure that's not what you want to hear. You probably want to hear that you was about to get a high roller coming in and sweep you off your feet. I was gonna get married. But honestly, if that was to happen, you would not be ready for that person because you still have a lot of baggage emotional that you have not. Because now I hear bag lady playing in my ear. All right. So I hope that helps, and I hope that helps you move forward. Again, it's a new moon. Set your intention for the things that you want to bring into your life, the things you want to draw in. We're not listen. Draw it in. Speak it out. What do you want? How do you want? But you don't have to be specific and be like, oh, I want a tall, dark skin man. No, I am that very specific. But you also have to say, how do I get from where I am now to where I'm ready to receive that love? And receiving that love could be a whole process of things versus just where do I meet this person. So I allow the universe to bring in all the things that I need. And I'm not so direct on, well, when am I going to meet this person? Because they can tell me 6 months, but in 6 months, if I haven't done all the things I need to do to prepare myself mentally, emotionally, and physically to receive this love, then it could be another 6 months. So I asked the wrong question. So now I just say, how do I get from where I am now to where I'm trying to be? What I think that I want in my heart. Okay. So I hope that helps you out, Miss Pretty Unique, and helps you to move forward. Kina, who's next? All right, is this our last question, Kina, or is it really five? Or we still four left? Okay. RR wants a general reading. Is RR a male? I get a male energy from this person. So if you're not a male, I'm getting that your masculine is the side that is ruling you right now. Like you're 3/4 masculine and maybe just a fourth or even less, maybe a tenth of your femininity is showing through. Your masculine side is definitely what is projecting. So I get a male energy from this RR. But they asked for a general. I see somebody typing, like it's like they're. Okay. So first they showed me an old school typewriter, that one where you boop 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 boop, and it's actually the little things hitting the paper to put the letters on there to spell out the words that you want. So they show it to me that way. Then they show it to me John Wick, like somebody puts in an order, and then it's like, okay, this person's contract is up for this $1 million. So I feel like this is an opportunity that is being drawn up for a business opportunity for you. Oh my guys be taking me on the longest journey to get me to where I need to be. I feel like somebody is writing up a what is it, RFP for maybe a job that is coming up in the future, and this job is going to be fulfilled by you. You know how we tell you sometimes um we have damn Ken, that took me right out. What was I saying? It was the John Wick thing, and oh shit, I totally forgot what I was saying. Um
RR was in class the other week. She's the one from Ireland.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, like I said, if you're not a male, then it's definitely the masculine part of you that
You didn't
is
meet her? I met her in class that Tuesday from Ireland.
maybe. Oh, probably.
The
I don't remember.
That's what I thought. She met her.
That don't mean I remember who she is. Because the only person I can see right now is Robin. Is it Robin?
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm like, Robin is the person I remember who fits that description, but she said it's saying RR, and I remember Robin coming up as Robin, but maybe not. Maybe she just comes up like that in class. But still, again, like I said, the masculine side of you is showing more, is mostly that's the energy that is coming out right now. 3/4 masculine to that 1/4. So your very dominant side right now, your energy right now is very masculine. So god damn it, y'all totally made me miss everything I had. Now I gotta go back and try to find even the image. So you can go ahead while I try to figure it out.
I think these are gonna be okay. I think okay. Um, I got 5 of Swords and 8 of Wands. So that 5 of Swords, have a conflict, but I got the conflict being like within yourself. I got a conflict, but I don't see it as like with somebody else or like a group of people. I see that conflict like within yourself. Like, can you be who you really are? Um, or it may be a conflict of beliefs. Um, like coming into your spiritual journey, you still have so many questions of, is this really who I am? Is this um who I'm supposed to be? Is this my path? Is this my purpose? So I have like a conflict. I don't like the word defeat being used, but I do have it as a conflict within yourself. I have the Eight of Wands, which is what, fast moving information. I think, and it has action at the top, but I think that action is going to be spirit. I think spirit is going to come in and let you know right away, let you know faster than you were anticipating, um, about be who you are. Can these be conflicts that I'm not necessarily aware of? Yeah, I think we fight with ourselves a lot of times, with past beliefs, um, with what's going on today. Um,
Let me say this. What would be the person of having a conflict that you're not aware of? Like spirit sends you messages in order to help you to make decisions and to move forward. If you're having an internal conflict that you're not aware of, how is that serving you for your highest and greatest good? Is it something that you're choosing to ignore because they're showing me a two of swords? And for me, that means that you're blindfolded. There's that thought, there's that decision that has to be made, but you're blindfolded. You're refusing to see the answer. You're refusing to see what needs to be made. That walks me into what I remember what it was because it was a John Wick reference. And it was somebody typing up the contract in order to sell, in order to kill the next person. I don't know who's all familiar with the John Wick process, but that's how it is. You call it in, you put the contract, you make it available, and whoever accomplishes the goal or kills the person that you put the contract in for, that's what you get. This isn't your death. Hold on. This is somebody writing up the proposal for a new job. So that's what you saw me doing with the pendulum,
you said new job.
asking, is this a new opportunity coming up for Robin? And I got yes. Is this coming up in the next 6 weeks? And I got yes. I wanted some time for you. I wanted you to be able to understand that this opportunity, yes, is coming. And like you said, it feels like something that is divine, something that the universe is giving you. And that's what that is. I like that Ace of Pentacles. It is a new opportunity coming for you in work, not in relationships. You're very much wanting, that's that balance, that's that two. That, and they showed it to me as a two of swords, as you not seeing it. You want to be in love. You're very much heartbroken and wanting to receive some love and wanting to not get out of this lonely state. And so that's where your focus is. That's why you're not accomplishing a lot of the other things or pulling yourself out of this situation financially, is because you're very stuck on love. You're very heartbroken about love, and you're very much sending out the SOS for love to find you. But at this point, it's so dim. Your light is so dim because you've either been single for a good little while, or you've had such heartbreak in that situation and a little bit of deception. Then you have like the five of swords or something. I feel like that's the deception, like these people getting what they want from you or getting what it is that they need, you know what I'm saying, emotionally, physically, mentally, and moving on. For me, the five of swords is winning at all costs. That's a mental game. That's me picking out a strategy to win the situation, to get this out this outcome that I want. I don't care about the people and all the casualties that are over there. So you see him with the swords, and you see them walking away in defeat because they won at all costs. They got what they wanted from the situation. They were more mentally astute, and they orchestrated this to get what they wanted from the situation, and it left you heartbroken and did not care. But it doesn't necessarily have to always be romantic. It could be a family situation. It could be a work situation. Whatever it is, there's a series of broken relationships or a series of heartaches that you've had where people have gotten, or you felt like you've been used, or people have gotten what they wanted from you and then didn't give you what they wanted, just got what they wanted, got their victory and moved on, not seeing your carnage there. And what they're saying is this new opportunity is for you to focus on the financial part of it so that you can bring yourself up to another level. Like I said, you want a love relationship, but if you're still down here in this sunken place and they're up there, you're going to bring them down before you rise up, because you're going to be a weight, you're going to be an anchor, because you're not ready for the things that you're ready to receive. And that's why sometimes we have to go through these stages, we have to go through these prolonged situations where we're growing and healing and getting ourselves ready to receive. Because if I give you what you say you want, that wish fulfillment, then you're going to destroy it. Years of experience have showed me that, and spirit is showing it to me. Like we're going to make you concentrate on your finances, get you some success in that way in other areas of your life, so that it can boost your spirit, so that it can get you on a different mental track, so you can move forward. Like you're it's a little bit self-sabotaging in that you're like, well, love isn't gonna find me anyway, or this never happens for me. You're giving yourself these defeating little messages, and but still hoping that the Lord will hear your real internal cry and fix everything and make everything better for you. And what they're saying is, let's give you something else to focus on, so that you can go ahead and move forward, and we can help you to heal, because you obviously don't, because you're saying, is this a struggle that I don't need to, that I may not be aware of? You're aware of the struggle, but they need to fix you in a way that you're not aware of it, because you seem to sabotage whatever it is that they do. So like you're on track to move forward, but there's a little bit of self-sabotage in it, and like, oh, well, maybe I'm just not going to finish it, or I'm not going to recognize it. Oh, I'm not going to do whatever it is, and I'm going to go ahead and be defeated before it moves forward. And what they're saying is they're going to have to unconsciously work on these things while giving you something else to work on in order to move forward. You're so at a broken point that we have to fix you, but we have to give you something else to focus on. Kind of like maybe you're about to get a shot in the office and you turn your head so you can't see. And so maybe you're turning to the nurse. I remember one time I was having staples taken out, like I had a surgery and they had stapled it. And so the nurse distracted me, asking me all these questions while the doctor pulled the staples out, so that I wouldn't concentrate on the pain or the pain diminished as they worked on removing the staples from the wound. And so that's how they're showing it to me. We're going to give you something else to focus on in order for you to move forward, because anytime we try to heal that spot, you sabotage it and you just rip it back open. So that's what I got. Let me see. But I am delighted at a work opportunity coming through, which I have been alone for 15 years. Can that answer? Okay. So that's what I got. I got all your questions. Okay. So do you have anything else for Miss RR?
I pulled
I
the
feel
same
like
thing.
she's in tears. Like I feel like these messages are hitting home, because she's now seeing that her SOS is being seen. Like it's a neon SOS. And it's like the universe is finally recognizing and tuned in on it. They were always tuned in, but you were self-sabotaging. And so, and I'm not saying that in a way because like listen, I don't know any of you guys. I haven't read you enough RR to even know you like that. I'm only telling you what they're showing me and how they're interpreting it to me. If it does not resonate, then don't take it. But that's how they're showing it to me, and that's how they're making it seem. Like literally, we got to give you something else to focus on, so that we can heal this situation on the back end, so that you can move forward in positivity. So I hope that helps you, and I hope that gives you some hope for what is to come. Like there really is a job opportunity coming, and they're saying they want you to be hopeful. They want you to be anxious. Like they want you to get that excited feeling about the opportunity and not sabotage it before it gets there. All right. So who's next, Keena?
I think she said Miss Bonnie was next.
That's good, because as soon as Bonnie came in here, I got it don't matter. I already got a message from Miss Bonnie. She's anxious to go somewhere that she's not supposed to go, because they showed me a dog being chained to a fence, like trying to get at something they're not supposed to, trying to get to somebody that they're not supposed to. Like there's people walking by and you're really, really trying to get to some place that you're not supposed to be. And this is spirit holding you back, not like the hangman, because like you're fighting to get to a place where you know that you shouldn't be, a place that that you've been removed from, but you still keep trying to get back to. They literally show me like a dog chained to a fence, trying their hardest to get to to get to these people, to get to this specific thing that they're not supposed to be getting to. We've already pulled you out of that, but you want to go. So we're holding you back physically so that you won't pull yourself right back into that situation because you're not clearly seeing. They show me glasses that are muddy and murky because you're not seeing clearly. You are, and then they show me a heart. You are being clouded by heartstrings, or by like a beating heart. They show me Elmira from the Looney Tunes, like that beating heart, that passion, that love. They're like making me warm and tingly all over. So all of that is pulling you in a direction that you know you should not be going to, but you want to get there. And so this is spirit holding you back so that you make so that you can understand that you need to that that's not where you need to go, but you're trying hard to get there, and you keep trying no matter what they do, so that they're just holding you back harder and harder and harder. Eventually they show me the chain snapping and them just allowing you to go and to meet your destruction, or like maybe you run out there into whatever the situation is and you get all tangled up into like a ball of yarn, or like they're showing a dog being tangled up in a ball of yarn, so you get yourself out there in a chaos and drama, and then they let you untwine yourself because you were not heed the warning that you know that you're not supposed to go. And they're saying you know that you know the answer to this question, and you know that you've asked about it, and they're showing me like a child asking a mother for something over and over again, like, can I go to sleepover? I know you said no, but can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? And they're saying no, you cannot do it. Stop asking me. And they're getting annoyed with the fact that you're asking over and over and over again when you know what the answer is. You know, and you know why. They're saying you know why. What you're asking for and what you're asking them align you to does not match. um they're saying what you're asking for and what you're aligning to doesn't match. Like you're saying, oh, I want this, I want love. Like you're saying, I want to be in this. I always give the idea of somebody I know who was in a very who used to be in that low income tax bracket where they used to get the really high refunds and stuff back. So I remember them getting all these refunds, and then over time getting a job where their income was very high and they no longer got those earned income tax credits to that degree, and their refunds started to diminish, like from 3, 4, 5 thousand, and they started to get lower and lower and lower. They were wanting low the low income benefits, but with a double or triple the salary. So you're asking for me to give you these benefits in a place that is less than where you are. You're here and you're asking me to give you benefits of something that's down here. You're past that. You need to be asking for what's at the next level and concentrating on what level you're at instead of pulling yourself back down. So that's what I got. All right, you can go ahead.
She said,
No, I didn't say moving. I didn't get that you were moving. I get that they're holding you back and they're keeping you from moving. You keep asking about moving, and that's what they're reiterating for, is that you keep saying, where am I moving? Where am I going? And they keep showing this dog chained to a fence trying to get to a place where they're not supposed to go.
whew. So, mm, mm, I can't, well, I didn't get the same thing, but I got Three of Cups, the Hierophant, and Eight of Pentacles. Now, the way that I read these cards, of course, your Three of Cups is your friendships. That Eight of Pentacles, self employment, craftsmanship, and the Hierophant is knowledge sharing. This all to me represents what you're doing with your readings, your YouTube. This to me represents what you're doing with your YouTube channel, your your YouTube channel, um, Facebook, um, with Julie. But I also see and your YouTube by yourself. So I see that's going to really grow. Um, so I also have the Six of Pentacles, um, generosity, but I got the Nine of Cups, fulfillment, and the Wheel of Fortune. Now this Wheel of Fortune, the the way that I'm reading it, it says cycles of life. Um, so decisive moments. So um hopefully that you're going to keep on continuing your YouTube, your knowledge sharing, because I basically see um that six pentacles, that generosity, that sharing. I see that being knowledge. So I see you doing different classes, or um people reaching out to you asking for help in uh spirituality or understanding tarot, things like that. um so I don't necessarily have you moving. I just have your current, like what you're doing now. I have that expanding, going this way and this way, if that makes sense. Did I explain that right? Like reaching a wider audience and then going deeper as in teaching. So that's basically what I got. I didn't get um
But
moving.
that's good. You got more of the business aspect of it. I
Yeah, I
got
just,
more of a cups, the desires aspect of it, the intuition, the knowing better, the using your ability to in your everyday life to discern opportunities and to discern when something is um not for your greatest and highest good.
yeah, I got the business going this way and like expanding but also going deeper. Um and maybe it's time. I know that
Did you
people,
get the hierophant? Because I got teaching. You did get the
yes,
hierophant.
I got the Hierophant.
Okay, that's good. I got that
Yep.
teaching.
And see, I got it as expanding knowledge. I got it as teaching too. So I don't know if you've started with a lesson plan, but maybe work out a lesson plan for a class and have that ready instead of being surprised by it. That's
All right.
my
Well, I like
suggestion.
that. I love it. I like the direction. I see like you really mapping it out in your head and being like, okay, let me concentrate on the thing of the business that pays me, and then making all the adjustments that you need to mentally and emotionally to go ahead and move forward and to
Right.
concentrate on what you need to get you to where you want to be business wise. Okay. So who's next, Keena?
When is somebody else?
And somebody else just asked to be on put on the list for a general.
Oh, General Christine
Oh,
Native
okay,
Mother.
Kristen Foster. Okay, here you go. You're welcome, Miss Bonnie. I hope that helps. Okay, Miss Christina, you want a general reading? Oh, I like that immediately. The other person, who was the other person, Keena, so I can ask them is what is the problem? Oh, Kiwana Jones, are you here? Because as soon as we pass you, you gonna say that you didn't get the message from Keena in the chat where she said, "Are you ready?" So Kiwana Jones, are you here? Are you ready? If so, you'll be after our current person, which is no, Keena, put the other person back up. Which is Christine. So Christine, we're gonna take you now, and Kiwana, if you're still here, by the time we get done, we'll take her. Otherwise, we're gonna go ahead and close it down if there's no more questions. And nobody has anything else they want to know. So what do you have for Miss Kiwana? Like, share, comment,
Kiwana
subscribe,
or
people.
Christina?
Or Christina, I'm sorry. Lord have
Oh,
mercy, Christina. Make sure you share and let other people know that we're giving you giving friend readings.
mm, hour and a half. That ain't bad. Little 2 hour stint.
Exactly. Because when I get off of here, I'm about to go find something good to watch on TV and just drift off into La La Land. I have some Panera chicken and wild rice soup left, and I also have some enchiladas that I made. Some chicken enchiladas. Oh my God, they were so
Oh,
good. I
that
had made
sounded
chicken
good.
tacos and we didn't make them all. And I like a green sauce. I don't no. Keena, the answer to that is absolutely not. For one, Brandon don't get off to 10. And for two, my body said try it if you want to. Wait a minute, y'all. Keena, can I please tell your story about the ladder?
She said
So
yes.
me and Keto went to work yesterday. You know, we got a second job, and so at our second job, it's a little bit more physical.
She can't even tell it.
I'm sorry, Miss Christina. Let me tell this story right quick. So we like they're giving all this money away. Like, you know, we working this job and they just offering money. Like, hey, if you come into work, we'll give you an extra $5, $6, $7 per hour on your shift. Just come in. We need people. So right, you know, we tearing this money up. So whatever your regular hourly rate is plus whatever. So we just in there like shit, you know, more money, more money, more money. And then that was also the place that was like, hey, we just think y'all great and we just gonna give y'all a general raise. So they gave us that raise, right? So look, money make you come in. So and I like to shop. So we go to work. Like they offering all this money on all this shift. So me and Keena ended up signing up for a double shift last night. So we were out and about all day. We had worked the morning before. I went and got my nails done, all this stuff, and we did not get a lot of sleep. So we went to work last night at like 9 o'clock. So I don't know if it was this shift or the next one. It must have been the 9 o'clock shift. So sometimes we have to put stuff up on this little tower. So Keena climbs up on the ladder and put the item in the tower. When she woke back up, exactly. When she woke back up, she ain't had nothing in her hand. She didn't know how long she had been sitting on the ladder.
Wait a minute.
This fool fell asleep mid works, like mid task. I promise to God, she fell asleep mid task, like dude, and then just like a narcoleptic, it just fell asleep and then woke back up and was like, you know, you look around like, how did I get here? Just at the top of the ladder, chilling. When I say I laughed so hard, I said, what if you'd have fell backwards off of that ladder? She said, man, I don't even remember like what happened to that. Listen, when I woke up, I have nothing in my hand, and I didn't even know how long I had been. I had been standing there. When I say I was laughing. Oh my God, I was laughing so hard. I
First
was
of
like, kid,
all,
you
as
don't
an
go back to
HR
work.
person, that's a nightmare because you trying to get on my workers' comp. I got to file it. Then when I ask you what happened, and you tell me
You don't remember.
Kingdom, first thing I'm gonna do is send you for a drug test. While you sleep, I got to have you pee.
I'll be like, just look at how many hours I was here in the last 3 days. That'll tell you I was not drugged. I was asleep. You lucky I didn't lay
It
down
don't
on that conveyor belt and go to
matter. Angie,
sleep.
once you get to an accident, you going to take a drug test. I don't care.
Well, listen, our our place doesn't the only drug listen, I'm just saying, let me go ahead, send
It's
me.
probably accident. Let me tell you something. We had a dude out in Vegas. Homeboy, homeboy was on a forklift. I ain't even. He took a pole out.
Sleep?
He was like, and somebody was like, "You ain't see it." I mean, what?
You ain't see it. First of all, don't be trying to play me like that. No, I did not see it because I wouldn't have hit it if I saw
And
it.
I'm just like, but you've been there about a year and a half. That pole ain't moved. No, it's a.
It moved last night, right off the way.
But like when whatever pole he hit, it was like some boxes and so something came, gashed him in the head. And this be my
I'm just
face.
saying.
Alycia, can you do the investigation in Vegas? She talking about, I'm sure it was like, no, it wasn't. I bet you it was a cool 3 minutes. I know you was asleep, at least 5. Was your mouth open? Like when you opened your eyes, did you have to close your mouth? Because if your mouth was open, you was gone. You were gone.
Oh my God. Listen, when I say I laughed for the longest when she told me that, like, fool, you could have fell right backwards after that. But listen,
And
that's
they
all I'm
would have
just
had to
saying.
contact you. You'd have been like, how did this happen?
Listen, they'd have just yelled across the thing, hey, Angie, your sister fell on the floor.
Oh, come on.
Listen, I'm just saying, listen, that's good money. That's just woo, a lot of
Oh,
hours of work and a lot of money.
I think y'all
Listen,
getting some money. Lele picked up a shift last night. 45 on top of her regular pay.
That's what I'm saying. Like you be like, I'm tired, I'm sleeping, or whatever, but they be like, here's a boatload of money, just take it.
45
And you be like, I mean, I ain't really doing nothing else, and I can sleep when I'm dead.
and weekend and night shift differential. Who ain't gonna
See,
who ain't gonna show up with some scrubs next Saturday?
listen,
I'm
I get
new.
up out the bed with a man and go get that money. Like
Look,
I'll be back
I'm
for me.
new.
We already did what we had to do anyway. Good night.
Look, I'm new. I'm with her. So I'll change some diapers and feed some babies, but like if something happened, I'll be like, Lay, come here. Lay, come here.
Like these places are throwing money. Like all these people be like, "Oh, I'm looking for a job. I can't find no job." I literally, and I'm not even lying, get about 5 emails a day from recruiters asking for different jobs. It's not the same thing. Some of them are compliance, some of them are administrative, some of them are customer service, some of them are healthcare, some of them are legal. Like it's all kinds of jobs, and I'm like, I'm turning down jobs, and y'all still be saying, I can't find a job. So I don't know that everybody is
Oh
looking,
no.
or maybe you're not selling yourself out there. Listen, it's AI generators that'll make your resume look like you is the president of the United States. So I'm just saying, y'all out here playing.
No, one of my groups on Facebook. She was like, "Yeah, I'm looking for a work at home, but it needs to be between 9 and 2:30. I can't work this. I can't do this, and I can't do this. It has to be this. It has to be this. Mm,
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Cause I
that
like
part.
my second job, I like that it's flexible, but I be in there a lot. They think that's my regular shift. So all right,
All
but
right,
okay, Miss Christine, let's get back to
Christine.
you. I just had to tell
Thank
that
you.
story about Kenya. That was just woo.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Now you see why I don't like to read the comments before they come up. Lord help the child.
Miss
Lord help the child.
Christine.
I'm gonna clear all my personal energy before I get to that person.
I got Miss Christine. I got a little timeline for you. Little timeline. Now I started with the Ten of Wands, so I see that it's been some heavy burdens or some things on your mind. Um, or not only things on your, but maybe a situation you didn't know exactly how you were going to, I want to say, navigate through. Um, but the thing that I like about this Ten of Wands card is even with that burnt, you see this person traveling, meaning they are navigating through it and they're coming out of it. So whatever it is that you were going through, you are definitely at the ending of it and you are coming out of it. I'm not sure the situation, um, but it has been on your mind and it has been, I don't want to say um like keeping you stuck. Does that make sense? Um, but I got a Six of Swords, meaning you're transitioning, which is good after a Ten of Wands. You're going to that next place, or I'm gonna say calmer waters in this. Now this Two of Cups is um it's relationship. I don't mm,
I heard this is what my guy told me to tell you. Say it like you hear it.
mm,
Exactly what you hear, say it.
mm. It's not, this Two of Cups is not what you want it to be. I know. I mean, I know, like, I'm gonna say it like this. Um, I'm gonna say it like this. Don't discount friendships. A lot of people will have mm, okay, everybody want to be in love and everybody wants that person for them. And sometimes we miss the person because we have stuck that person in the friend zone because they not my type, they not this. I see this as not just a like a personal, I see it as blooming, kind of starting out, but don't discount friendships. I see a friendship being stronger first. Um, so it's not like we dating right away. Mm, does that make sense? It's gonna be, it's gonna be something where you're not even considering this person, but it's going to be a strong friendship because I got that four of wands, which is celebration, um, celebration, a good time, and then I got the star card. So that's the ultimate wish fulfillment is that star card. Um, but when I pulled that two of cups, I didn't get um a relationship like happening right away, but I did get a very good friendship getting stronger, and depending on different decisions after that transition, it can definitely blossom into more if you're willing, but it won't look like that at first, if that makes sense. That's
Okay. I was led to use my Moonology cards. They told me to pull that deck out for you, so I'm doing that. When I say they, I mean my higher power. In case you don't know, my higher power. This is the message that I got from my guides, and they wanted me to do a past, present, future. If there's no more, then yeah, we don't have to prolong it. But if somebody else comes in, we'll take it. Um, So your past energy was confidence is key. They needed to get you to a place where you were confident in who you are and knowing that you are worthy. So again, that's that confidence. You see this this is a Leo, this is a new moon. You can't see anything. It's void. You didn't see your confidence. You didn't see this is a lion that is in this moonology card. You didn't see what you needed. You didn't have the confidence in order to recognize that you were worthy. So that was your past energy. Confidence is key. They were trying to get you to a mental state where you understood that you were worthy, you were ready to accept whatever it was, not necessarily just love because they didn't say love, they said blessings. You didn't see yourself as worthy enough. You saw it as like, oh, I'm just being a regular me. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, oh, I don't, think that the Lord's going to give me accolades for just, helping somebody across the street. Every outcome has an equal and opposite consequence to it. I'm saying? So you're doing good things, you're setting good karma. You're doing bad things, you're out there, bringing in your own karma. So for me, this is you understanding that you were worthy. You never thought that the actions or the things that you did were worthy in order to, and so you would kind of not toot your own horn. Okay, so that was your past energy. So then your present energy is have faith in your dream. So they want you to dream again. This is a waxing crescent. So for me, this means that maybe you have been like you used to hope, you used to have all these wishes and desires out there, but they've kind of diminished and you don't think that there's anything that you can accomplish.
mm,
And they show me no numbers like ages, like sheets on a calendar ticking off. And for me, this is they're showing me an age, like are you in your mid-30s and you're thinking like it's too late, it's too because they're showing me like 34, 35. Like are you thinking like you're in your, what car was that?
this is interesting. It's like the Shungite, it says detox your
Okay.
life. So basically, stop thinking it's detox your life. Stop thinking it's too late to do certain
Yeah.
things. So detox, detox those. And once you said timelines, detox those timelines. Like I
Yeah.
said before, I went back to
um
school at 45. Detox
yeah.
those timelines.
She's no longer hoping and dreaming because she thinks she's too old. Like that time has passed. I'm just gonna settle into this 9 to 5, or this just situation that I come. Hope that somebody kind of sort of see me sometime and drop me off and break me off proper, but I'm just not. you know what I'm saying, hopeful that anything will happen. They want you to get out there. This is your predator energy trying to get you to see your dreams, trying to see you to manifest the things that you want in your life, to speak them into existence, because now they should be coming from a mature mind, and not from a materialistic, youthful space where you just wanted to see the fruits of your labor. Like, I want things, I want things that people can be that people can see, that people can admire me for. And what they're saying is, you need to get back to hoping and wishing in a mature mind state, from experience that you've already received, right? So then your future was emotions running high. So and I like this one because this is how close, like when this is the closest that the moon could get to the earth. You know what I'm saying? They put it up real close because that's what they call those super moons. And this is a super moon, meaning that it's so close to the earth that it's controlling those emotions, it's controlling those ties. It's got you hyper fixated on things and overly emotional about things. But for me, I had to learn where my baseline is. Where is it that I'm normally in my emotions? And then where am I too high? If I'm thinking like, oh, this person is taking too long to cross the street, I just want to get out and punch them in my face, I might be a little bit aggressive in my emotions. It'll be okay. I'm not, the world is not going to end because I don't make it through this red light, through this green light. So that lets me know that my emotions are a little bit too high. But if I'm way at the end where I'm apathetic and I don't care, like, oh, I don't care, I missed the light twice, oh well, whatever it is, it just is what it is, kind of more in that Eeyore state. I have to know what my highs and lows are so that I can get to a baseline level. And so this is saying that your emotions are running high. You need to find out where your baseline is. Where are you stable? Where do you feel normal? Where do you feel protected? Where do you feel emotionally okay to move forward in your life and to make sound decisions? Like, okay, this is my normal. This is where I should be. I'm not too high off here. Oh, he didn't text me. He must be out with some chick. He must be out doing this. He must be out doing that. Oh, maybe he's just working. Like, I'm in that space in between, or I don't care if he doesn't like me, then I'm just like, see, they're showing me your highs and lows. So you need to find that stable space where you know where your emotions reside so you can recognize when you're too high. And right now they're saying your emotions are riding high. This is your future energy. But they're also showing me that you're very close to a goal. So is there some opportunity? Your emotions are riding high. It could be for whatever this opportunity is. Are your emotions riding high because you have a project or situation, or that you're trying to start a new endeavor that is moving forward and you're excited about the start date, or moving it from an idea to a created reality thing? Because I asked for advice for you, and the advice I got for you was the Eight of Pentacles. I went to a whole new deck. Was the Eight of Pentacles, which is that working hard, which is honing in on your craft, which is being gaining all the knowledge, and like that could be education, that could be apprenticeship, that could just be lessons learned, that could be you getting self-taught, getting self-healing. This Eight of Pentacles for me is, that's money, that's material things, that's you working to get to a space where you can be the master of your own fate. So that's what that is for me. So then I also got, and I didn't see it first, I just saw the cards like this, which is the teamwork. I said, oh, that go right along with it. Understanding that you can't do it alone and getting somebody to come in to help you out. Teamwork. There's somebody that is going to come in and help you. That could be a job opportunity. That could be somebody mentoring you. That could be somebody helping you to move forward in many different ways. But it's a teamwork. It's an effort. It could be a project that you're working on and the team coming together in a very collaborative way to get it done as quickly and as efficiently as possible. There could be so many things that teamwork, it could be you and spirit working on you together to tag team whatever it is that you need to release and moving forward. Teamwork, you have to see it in every aspect of the way it could be. It could be me working on my inner self. It could be my guides working with me. It could be some outside people helping me. It could be a job opportunity. It could be a bank giving me a loan. It's teamwork. It's the other things that I need that are outside of me and outside of my ability to accomplish in order to make this happen. That could be a loan. That could be business tools. That could be volunteers. That could be all these things that you need. But what I didn't see was the Knight of Cups that is behind it. And the Knight of Cups is fast moving energy, but it's in the reverse. And it's that emotional state. It coincides with that emotions are running high. But what they're telling me is, since it's in the reverse, and I don't read reversals, but they keep giving me these reversals today, so I'm going to roll with it. Your emotions are riding high. This is a very emotional card where you would be moving forward. And most people see it as a cup of love, but this isn't a love reading. This is very much a business sense to me. This is not a love reading. So this isn't that love. This isn't that romantic relationship coming in. This is an opportunity coming in, but this is also tied to your emotions. Cups is also creativity, and moving forward in aware of your emotional state and being in control of that, and but also being creative and intuitive and moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So I like cups because it's all tied to the emotions. And for me, this is saying that since it's in the reverse, it's diminished. Your emotions are stabilizing out. You're finding your midpoint, your stable point, to understand where your emotions are, to understand that you need somebody else to help you and that they are coming in order for you to achieve this goal. So your outcome was your emotions are running too high, but also that you're very close to your goal. And this is saying look, this that hard work is paying off. That person is coming in to give you whatever you need to be, but you're also at a balanced state or getting to a balanced state with your emotions where you're diminishing that emotional high that you were on. Okay. So then I asked for an outcome. So that was the advice from spirit. I'm sorry. This was the advice from spirit. All this stuff is happening. So then I asked for an outcome and I got the 10 of Pentacles. I love the 10 of Pentacles because the 10 of Pentacles for me isn't the emotional fulfillment. It's the abundance. It's the blessing. It's the material things. It's the fruits of your labor, seeing it. And a lot of times we know that we have been working hard on it. When am I going to see it? So you've been working hard on it on that 8. Here's that 10 to say it's coming. It's right there. You are very close to your goals. Your reading was so in line, it just fell right together. You are very close to achieving your your goals. Here it is right here. Here's that 10 that says it's right there. And then here is that transitioning to a calmer waters. Right now, it's in the reverse again because you're a little still bit in chaotic waters. You haven't moved over, but the chaos is of you accomplishing whatever it is that you want and making sure that that project or whatever that is moving forward at the speed that it needs to, at the pace that it needs to, in the direction that you want it to. And then once you get that doing, this, or they showed me this card turning to the upright and you transitioning to that calmer side where things are flowing, money is coming into you. Like they showed me a river of money and it's just dollar signs coming in there and you just being able to grab money out of it. Like the river isn't quite flowing into your harbor. It is money that is there and you can reach for it and grab it when you want to. And so once you do that, then you make the current go into the direction that you want to. This is all about manifestation. This is all about you speaking it into existence. This is about you seeing and accomplishing your dreams and wishing. Remember, I said, have faith in your dreams. You've given up on them, and they're trying to move you to a space where you understand that you're ready to accomplish those dreams and to move forward with those accomplishments because you're close. Now, all of these cards tell you ultimately you're going to get that abundance. Ultimately, you're going to get that blessing. Stay the course. You put all the work in there. You're transitioning to that calmer place. You're transitioning to that place of prosperity. The only card that you didn't get that I would have thought would have helped you out would have been a magician card. And the temperance is on the bottom of the deck. So again, that's that balance. That's balancing out your resource, understanding where your stable point is so I can balance it out and keep it on a level playing field because what's about to come to me, my higher power needs to know that I am ready to receive it. There's no need in me giving you the keys to the kingdom or the keys to the city and you don't even know how to open the door. You don't even know where the key go. So if I'm going to give it to you, I need to prepare you for it. So I need you to be prepared for the key that I'm giving you to open the door to get to the opportunity, or you're just going to have a key hanging around your neck that's and a door that's sitting there, and you not understanding that hey, that little hole right there is to receive this little tool that I have to open my opportunity. So they need to know that you're ready for the opportunity that you're ready to receive that they're about to give to you, and that you won't mess it up, but that you are mentally capable of getting of still hoping for things because once you open the business or once you get to the next level or once you accomplish a goal there's that maintaining it. Are you ready to maintain it? So we give it to you, but are you ready to maintain it? Opening a business and allowing it to flop probably isn't where you want to go either, or moving forward in a career or a relationship situation and then they're not working out probably isn't what you want. So they're saying we need to make sure that you're mentally ready for confidence is key. That was your past, and then hoping is your present, and then your future is your very close. It was very well aligned as to what's going on in your life. preparation, recognizing your stability, recognizing your baseline so that you're not too far on either side. Temperance, holding yourself into that balanced space where, remember, temperance is when you temper something, you bring something that's cold and something that's a little bit warmer. You keep mixing them together until you get it to a state where they're both equal in temperature. So it's not to like maybe add a hot liquid to an egg and make it curdle. You know what I'm saying? So it's you being able to balance those things out. How much of this do I need in order to pull this up? Because I don't want to lower this down to here, but this is where I am. What do I need to devote to this to pull it up to here, not to lower me down to there? Recognizing that I need to do something to pull up and not to bring myself down. So I hope that helps you out, and I hope that helps you to move forward and to recognize the opportunities that are coming for you. Spirit was very specific that I use these cards, and now I understand why. All right, Keena, do you have anything else for her, Miss Alycia? All right, who's next, Keena? I'm cute. Is that panda corn?
Panda corn.
All right, now I ain't mad at her. Keena, listen. So Keena camera must have glitched in the back and it must have went in slow motion. I thought Keena was falling out her chair. Oh my God. Lord, I need a nap. What is wrong with the people? I thought like she was moving over and it looked like she was falling out her chair because her camera glitched. I was about to be like, Keena, you still sleep? You are not on the ladder, Keena. You are free. Don't let them do it to you. Don't let them do it. All right, who's next? Okay, Panda Corn. All right, let me see.
She talking
What
about
if it's
shut it.
love? I'm just saying that's what I saw in the background. That could be the Lord pushing you out your chair, and they was just let me know before you hit the ground that tell Keena I'm about to push her out this chair. Listen, I still believe they pushed me down the other day when I was walking. I ain't gonna believe nothing else. You're welcome, Miss Christine. Like, share, comment, subscribe, let other people know we're here. I do believe that you did recommend somebody, and so we're about to get to that person in a minute. So thank you. Like, share, comment, subscribe, people. Subscribe. That really helps. And sharing. I want to know if I confess to my crush, what would be the consequences of that? Mm, mm,
Tell
mm,
Spirit
mm,
to,
mm.
yeah, after you tell them to put some money in my account.
Let me say this, Lord help the child.
Oh Lord. Here we go.
I'm just gonna do the pendulum because I'm so
Why
jaded,
why?
and I needed to wash my whole mind in this selenite wand. I just need to stick it right through my forehead and just take all the bad thoughts out that I pull it through. Lord help the child. This selenite wand need to clear all my bad thoughts. Need to clear this deck of cards. Need to clear this deck of cards. Lord Jesus, need to clear this pendulum before I ask this question because Lord, what I want to say is, child, don't do it. Don't do it. Just
Okay, I'm gonna start off. Now, you saying if you confess to your crush, what would be the consequences of it? Have you talked to your crush like at all? Like small conversation. Hey, do you have a girlfriend, boyfriend? Are you seeing some just everyday conversation? Because you can find out a lot of stuff in everyday conversation. Just the weather, them talking about family, because they'll get caught up. Yeah, well, me and my girlfriend went out this. Hey, what'd you do this weekend? Well, me and my girlfriend or me and my boyfriend went out this weekend. Once you hear that, it's just like, oh, okay, they already seeing somebody. So not every day, just once a week.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a platonic energy. I don't get a romantic energy. I'm gonna ask two questions of the pendulum for you, but I get a very platonic energy. Um, one, should I'm cute panda corn reveal? Let me show you my yes and no right quick, and it won't take a second. Show me a yes. So this is my circle for a yes. Okay. Show me a no. So this is my no, kind of like the tick tock of a clock back and forth, right?
And
Okay.
mine is the exact
So
opposite.
so there you see, and that's why you're supposed to test it. Don mentions that all the time. Test it to make sure that your yes and you know is still your yes and your no.
And look what Pam said.
It's the exactly. And so that's what I'm about to ask. Should Panda Corn reveal her feelings to her crush? I gotta know immediately. That's you. Remember that was my no. I gotta know. Okay. So then let me see what my second question is. Does this person have romantic feelings for Pandacorn? Does Pandacorn's crush have romantic feelings for her? And I gotta know again. So I don't think that you should, but they're saying that you should recognize cues. Like, is there a little is there a little flirtations, or what you're thinking is flirtation, or is this person just being nice, opening the door with you, chit chatting with you? Like, I have a lot of people that I used to work with. Like, there's people that I work with at my second job. We crack up all the time. We might talk to each other on breaks. We might go to each other's little area and talk to each other, and it seems very, very friendly, but that doesn't mean friendly that they are trying to date me or that they want to move forward with me. We're just friendly. We're both locked in the same situation, and they're showing me an eight of swords. So not as in you're both feeling trapped, but you're locked in a situation, and it could be that you're each in a relationship. Are each of you is separately in a relationship, or is this person in a relationship? Because they're showing me restriction, and so I thought the restriction was that you're both at work, like, oh, we're both in this together, because that's where I was going with it. Like, these are my coworkers. We're both restricted in this place of workspace together, so we communicate with each other. It doesn't mean that we romantically feel each other. We're just kind of chit chatting, laughing with each other, and we might see each other 3, 4, 5 times a week, and we may talk to each other 3, 4, 5 times a week. But that doesn't mean that we romantically want each other.
Or it could be that
So
that person is a flirt. I know some people at work, they got living girlfriends, and guess what? They flirt with everybody. They just a big.
because you could be a whole new person at work. At home, you might be the filthiest, the meanest, the most irresponsible person ever. But at work, you could be the man. Like, I'm the IT person. I'm the person that resets your passwords. I'm the person that help you walk through situations or download software on there. So I'm the man at work. At home, I'm worthless and a piece of crap.
And some people just that's their personality. They a big flirt. Hey, how you doing today, gorgeous? And they say that to everybody. They say that to the 62-year-old receptionist.
So I'm going to do a 3 card spread for you. I'm not gonna do a past, present, future, which is what I was gonna do. I have my gosh, what are these? What are these called? I forgot.
Light seer.
Lycia's Tarot card. I have those out. And I'm going to do a what do you need to let go? What do you need to draw in? And advice from spirit for how you need to move forward in order to attract love, because I can see that love is what's on your mind. Not that I want to do a love reading, but that's what I'm going to do for you. So, what did I say first? I said I was going to do what do you need to release in order to be ready for that? What is it that
Hey,
I'm
Donna.
cute panda needs to release? Hey Don. Oh hey Pam, I didn't see you in the chat. Hey lady. So what is it that this person needs to release? Okay. And are you a very masculine energy? Because I got the strength card. Hmm. 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 And then the lovers card came out and they told me to put it back out because it came out with several cards and I was going to put it back. But they told me to put it back and they told me to put it with the strength. So are you the dominating force in the relationship? Like, what is it that you need to release? Like, you really want things your way. You're a little bit bratty in a relationship where things need to align with the way you want to do it. And they're saying that's what you need to release. That's how they're giving it to me because I got the strength in reverse. Not the strength that you carry the weight of it, but in it, as in you are the dominant or more aggressive or more overpowering energy in the relationship, and they made sure that I keep the lovers out, not in that a lover's coming, but in a romantic relationship you are that dominating energy, and you may be just a little bit bratty, a little bit self-absorbed, or a little bit wanting things too much to go your way. Okay, I don't know you personally, so I'm not oh, that's you didn't receive a notice, Don. That's you know what, I don't know. Keena, did you get a notification that we were live?
I did for Facebook, but I didn't get one for YouTube.
Oh,
For you.
I don't get it for myself, so I don't know. Um, so maybe people don't know that we're live. I did do a notice on Instagram to say that we were going live, but you just never know. You just never know. Um, oh, Keena said she was already watching
YouTube
before
before.
Facebook popped up. So, oh, before YouTube popped up. Okay. Oh, Pam says she got a notification. So I don't know. You know, it's wonky. So then the thing that they're saying is what does you need to draw in order to be ready for love? So let me see what it is you need to draw in. That's way too many cards. I'm not gonna take all that. Let me see what it is you need to draw in order to be ready to receive love or ready for love. What is it that IQ Pandacorn needs to draw in or need to work on in order to be ready for love? Let me see. Oh, this is taking a while. They must have something specific to say to you because I'm not getting it. They're not even showing me the card. It must be something that you need to see on the card. Shoot, they gave me two, and I'm gonna take them. What is that?
These are my oracle cards. So what I pulled is basically a mirror. This is called reflection. So I'm getting that they really need to look like within. You know, like you said, what do they need to work on? Because I did pull that power lines, that energy. Um,
I like that card.
which one? The energy.
That parment, yeah.
Yeah. So this is Sign of the Times Oracle. This is one of my favorites. So like you said, what's that energy they're putting out there? What's that energy that they're when they are in a romantic relationship? But I definitely got the mirror reflection, reflecting within. But I also got
That's so aligns. That's so
but I
aligns.
also got butterfly metamorphosis. So I'm seeing the changes needed.
Death and rebirth. Got it. Right there. We right there. Metamorphosis, death and rebirth. That's her what she needs to pull in. But go ahead. I'm go ahead.
Yeah, I got that metamorphosis needed. And if you notice with a caterpillar and a butterfly, they look totally different, but it's the same creature. So I'm not telling you be somebody different.
Girl, I remember when I was, old enough to recognize to realize that that little thing crawling on the ground turned into that big beautiful butterfly. Like it blew my mind. Like what?
Exactly. But what I want them to realize, and I have to make something, spirit is just telling me, you need to let them know I'm not telling you to be somebody different. And I don't know why I'm saying this. So I'm getting the feeling when you get with somebody, do you lose yourself? Because a caterpillar and a butterfly, they aesthetically look different, but it's the same creature. So I'm getting, do not change yourself. So it don't go from a caterpillar to a cat. It's a caterpillar to a butterfly. So I'm not sure if you change yourself or try to be what the other person wants and lose yourself.
I get it more in a domineering male energy that she changes, but she changes into like a demanding person. Like you have to give me this, this, and this. It's
Gotcha.
another self sabotage technique, but you set the bar so high that they can't reach it.
Because
So you change it to this
because
part.
she been let down so much, she's like, you just gonna let me down again. So all I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna give you something I know you can't do because I know you're gonna let me down.
I'm gonna be so demanding, you're gonna leave me, and then it's gonna be your fault that you didn't recognize how great I was.
That makes sense.
Or how great I want to present to the world that I am. But honestly, I'm still a little bit wounded. I'm still a little bit hurt because this right here, that to me, this another reversal, and I don't read reversals, but this is that Three of Cups in reverse, meaning you're not ready for the set for the celebration because you're still transforming. Remember, you got that mirror card and you got that butterfly card. This is that transformation. This is that death. This is that rebirth. This is you becoming who you are and understanding your worthiness, understanding your beauty, understanding who you are. And you don't have to be so strong and so domineering in a relationship in order to, you want to immediately grab control in the relationship, right? So that you think that you're controlling the relationship, but what you're trying to do is to repel what you say that you want because you want to be ready for the letdown before it gets there. Oh, did that just speak a word to me? You know what? I don't like it. I don't like it. That's why I don't like love readings. Like
Mm.
you're so aggressive in the situation, but that's because you don't want to let go and realize that what was I going with that thought? That you don't want them to let you down. And so I'm gonna go ahead and prepare myself for the breakup. I'm gonna go ahead and prepare myself for the letdown. I already knew that this wasn't gonna work anyway. I'm hoping for it, I'm praying for it, I'm enjoying it, but it ain't gonna get there. So let me go ahead and set the bar so high that you can never reach it. That's that strength in the lover's card. And then this is that death and rebirth. This is you not being ready for the celebration because you still need to transform. Exactly. I like that energy because for me, that's that movement that she needs. This is that death card. I like the death card because it still allows you to be in control of the movement. If this is a tower, the universe would be like, you know what, I'm tired of this. I'm about to push you right on down and just rub your face in that dirt a little bit so you can come a little bit down a little bit. And then I'm going to clean you up and make you know that you are worthy, that not everybody's going to let you down, that there is somebody here that is standing in your background trying to help you out. Not everybody's trying to hurt you. And once you realize that those were all lessons, they weren't failures, they were lessons, they were things that you were supposed to get from that. Okay, this didn't work out. Okay, let me see. I didn't set boundaries with this person. So that's the lesson that I got from this. I need to set boundaries. Okay, this person right here was a little bit more domineering than I wanted them to be. And so I need to, be a little bit more assertive of myself. But I think you went a little bit too far in the assertion part.
Yeah, she said yes. I'm like that. I got to admit it.
And it's not necessarily that it's a horrible thing. It's just a little bit kind of repelling the love that you say that you're calling in, preparing yourself for the letdown, waiting for the other shoe to drop. This is too good to be true. Finding a little thing that's wrong with this person, like they're too short, they're too, not enough baby leg. They what I'm saying, they call too much. They send you pictures of them with their medical alert bracelets on or something like that. Like, you're having these situations where you're just not ready for to be the nurse with the person. You like, before this person even come and try to sabotage my happiness and my joy, let me tell you right now, I ain't gonna do it. You need to call me every day at 7:15 to say I love you, or we just ain't gonna be able to make it. This is you setting them boundaries that are a little bit too high and not ready for your. But once you transform and realize that there is someone working in your corner and not always going to let you down, you'll be ready. You're getting ready for that butterfly stage. You're still in a cocoon and you're still unsure of who to trust, what to trust, and how to trust the universe to make these things happen. So your question should be to your higher power until you receive the answer. Whether you have to write it, say it, whatever you have to do. But how do I get from where I am now, where I don't trust that the relationship is for my highest and greatest good, to I recognize that this is for my highest and greatest good? And how do I attract those people that are for my highest and greatest good, and not attract those people that I have to dominate in such a way, or that I have to repel in such a way? How do I get to that point where I can recognize the good, or the people that are for my highest and greatest good, and not just latch on to whoever? Like, oh, okay, they told me a love is coming, and they told me this person is going to be boom, 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 boom. But three different people came before that, and none of those people were boom, 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 boom. So did I really heed the advice that they gave me, or did I just settle for three bad relationships? And now I'm saying, well, she told me this person was coming, but did you ignore that this person was not that? That's that devil card.
That
Did you
pessimistic.
ignore what I said? I said this person was going to be this, and this, and you settled for this, and this, which was not this. And so you sabotaged it before it could even happen. And now you're blaming the universe for not getting what you want. Okay. So it's just a learning and a growth and a maturity thing. How do I get from where I am now to where I want to be? Remember, 20 years ago, Angie would have been on cops. This Angie right here is a little bit mellow yellow. The Lord said, look, I had to push her down. I had to scrub. I had to push her down. I had to cut her. I had to break some bones. I had to do a whole bunch of stuff. I had to turn her upside down, shake her upside down, shake all the negativity out. I had to get this girl in line because she just wasn't ready. Because had I given her the love of her life 20 years ago, she'd told that person up. So this is them saying, we're transforming you, we're getting you to where you need to be. And that's why this reading stings a little bit. Okay, so then what was the advice from spirit was, be ready to receive. Be ready to receive in a way that where you don't set the standards too high. They showed me this up here, these feet up here, like you're sitting down, but your feet are so high off the ground that you don't even see what you're receiving. You put yourself on a level that the universe wasn't ready, or your higher power wasn't ready to put you on. But it's a mask in order to not get yourself hurt. It's a defense mechanism, and they're saying you don't need the defense mechanism. We are here to heal you. We are here to help you. We are here to guide you to the person that you are actually wanting. Allow us to do that. Allow us to give you this. See, The Six of Pentacles is about receiving blessings as well as giving blessings. You need to be ready to receive the blessing of growth, of maturity, of healing, of being ready to receive love, and, you know, actually sit down and get your feet a little bit hot out of the clouds. So that's what I got.
And along with that, I
What is that? Water.
surrender.
Oh, I like it.
You're ready to
Be ready to
receive.
receive.
You
Oh,
gotta
and I like
surrender.
that water because that's fluid. That means the blessings are flowing into me. I like water because it's fluid, but it's also it's a very powerful travel mechanism. Like water is strong. It can push you, it can propel you, but it can also drown you and overcome you. So you have to be ready to ride the wave and not be overtaken by the wave. That's what they're saying. We're sending in a force that is ready to propel you forward, but are you going to ride the wave or are you going to be overwhelmed by it? It's time for you to mature in your love life, in your mental capacity, in your ability to ready to get into a relationship. And that doesn't have to be just in your romantic relationship. That could be in all your situations going forward. They're not going to do the project right anyway. Let me do it myself. They're going to fail me. They're not going to meet the deadline. They're not going to blah, blah, blah. So let me take the reins. Let me overpower the situation. And not necessarily that you're a bad person or that you're like, so domineering to the point, but it also is a defense that keeps you from what you see as an already perceived failure. So I basically have to be ready for any possible answer. No, you have to be ready for you no, this was very specific in that you let go of that these people are going to fail me, this person is going to help, this person is going to hurt me. That's that fear. They are very specific in that you need to let go of that fear that somebody is going to hurt you, or that belief that these people aren't going to do it right, or this relationship is going to turn out, so that you can move forward and you can operate in your regular femininity. You have a very masculine side that is coming out, and so you can operate in your femininity or in a softer side of you so that you can attract in the right people. You need to get rid of that notion that everybody's going to fail me, everybody's going to hurt me, or I have to be prepared for the fallout. They want you to get rid of that and recognize that you have grown. Spirit knows what your desires are, and we are here to help you to move forward. We are giving you the love or whatever it is that you need, but you have to be ready to receive it, and not in a way that let me prepare for the hurt before it comes. You're not totally fully letting whatever it is in, because you have that wall built up where I need revenge. Let me get them before they get me. Setting the bar so high that they can't reach it, so that they can move on, so that they can be the reason that is a fault. So they want you to get rid of that fear that things aren't going to work out before they even start. They want you to get rid of that preconceived notion that things are going to fail before they even start. So that way you don't have to be so aggressive. If you are mindful and you have that connection with your higher power, then you can recognize, what, this may not be the right relationship. I'm going to move on. I don't have to sabotage it. I don't have to use that part of me that makes them feel like a failure or makes them feel like they can't reach my goals. This just isn't working out. And I've had a situation where I had to tell somebody, like, okay, we were compatible on this level, but it's just not working out on the physical front. And so being able to move on and not cling to something because it's there. That's a lesson that I had to learn. Just because you get the attention don't mean you like the attention. Have mercy, somebody. Don't do it. That's all. Don't do it. Let the Lord use you. Ain't that what they say? Just don't do it. Don't do it. No. Don't do it. No. 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 That's just all I'm saying. Just praise the Lord. Pretty unique. We did your reading a very long time
Very
ago,
long
honey,
time
and we
ago.
gave you a good reading. I am so disappointed because my reading or you was so good. Like, we gave you a very in-depth reading, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
We was on Pretty Unique for a long time. We tag team that Pretty Unique. Come on, honey.
You
We gave you a very good reading, but go back and read it. It was really, really nice. It was a bit it was a bit long too. I do too love it, Don. It's one of my favorites. I feel famous when I see it. Because Keena said you were like number 3. You were so far at the beginning, so you got to go way, 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 way back to scratch. All right, so I'm cute Panda Corn. I hope that helps you, and I hope that helps you to move forward. Okay. Who's next, Ken? I think we got one more, two more, whatever it is. What is going to happen in October? Oh, I like this. This is just plain and simple. You just made my day. And they told me what cards to get out. Let me get out my other cards. Keena said there's one more after this, y'all. Once we listen, once I get into that mind that we done finished that one, I'm just gonna mentally, I'm just gonna already be eating my Panera soup. So y'all need to just come on if y'all coming before I get to that last person. Because once I get to that last person, mentally, my spirit guides have already taken a vacation. They sitting at the bar having a drink because I don't got on their nerves. So if you don't want them to leave, you need to come on with questions. You're welcome. I'm Q Pentacore. What they do want me to make sure that you understand is they're not saying that you're domineering or you're masculine. Your masculinity that is coming out is a bad thing. It's not saying that you're a mean person, that it's a bad thing. They're just saying that they recognize that you're using it as a defense mechanism so as not to be hurt. And what they're saying is you don't need to do that because if you recognize that you have a team of spirit guides, ancestors, loved ones, and your higher power working on your behalf, you don't have to put that up because they'll repel other people. Listen, remember what I said when I started online dating? I asked them to remove all the people that weren't for my greatest and highest good, and they would just get rid of people left and right. Like they would just stop talking to me. I would never hear from them again. I dreamed that one of them was Judas. Like there were so many situations where they protected me, and I had to allow them to do that. Okay, so that's what they want you to know. You don't have to have that defense mechanism up because your spirit team is here to help you. You just need to tune in and understand that some of these losses or some of these disconnects are for a purpose to move you forward into what you're actually wanting and desiring. Okay? So the thing I would say for you is one, connect higher with your spirit guys. How do I connect with you on a level that I can understand with the clues that you're giving me? Two, how do I get from where I am now to where I'm ready to receive the love in a way that you think that I am appropriately ready to ascertain what it is that I've asked for. Okay. So just closer connection with your guys. And you can start that by little tasks just in the morning. Hey, good morning, spirit team. What are we gonna do today? What is the overall energy? I'm calling it like tomorrow's Monday. Every Monday, I call it in. This is a great week. I automatically call it in that this is a great week. I'm going to I receive all the information that I need in order to get these contracts done, in order to move this process along. The people that I encounter are going to be very, very cooperative and help me to move forward. I call in that positivity at the beginning of my week because I know how toxic it can be if I don't. I'm in meetings and I'm ready to just listen. Don't anytime your email starts off with per my last or first of all, back away from the meeting, back away from the keyboard, go and have a little drink of water. Not this one, have this one, don't work hours. And then go take a walk and come back and regroup. So I call all that positive energy in at the beginning on a Monday and each morning when I wake up. I say my affirmations and I make it the day that I want it to be. I call it in with my team to say, hey, this is how it's going to be. Yeah, there are still going to be setbacks, but I handle them differently. It's a change in mindset where you don't have to be so adversarial. Okay. All right. So Miss Tina Allen, do you have something for her already? What's going to happen in October?
Mm, I do, but I think they out of order.
I'm not picking them cards up off the floor. We just going to a whole new deck. I'm not. No. No. It must be this deck that I wanted to use in the first place. I'm not crawling on that floor. All that shuffling to drop them on the floor. God damn it, people. These are prettier anyway, Miss Tina. I see a merry-go-round for you. Not a merry-go-round. Ferris wheel. So for me, you're on the way up on the Ferris wheel. So that means that you're going to see everything from a new vantage point. It's dark, it's outside. So this is something that is happening in secrecy. For me, they're showing me the death card, which means that you've transformed, you've had inner growth, inner light, inner healing, and you will now see things from a different perspective. Nighttime for me is under the cover of darkness, something in secret, something that either you don't want them to know or the universe doesn't want you to know. And so they're saying you've done the healing, you've become this new person, and that now you are ready to. Was that the Seven of Wands?
Seven of Swords.
Seven of Swords. I like the interpretations that I've been hearing of the Seven of Swords because this lady named Baba Jolie, I listened to her weeklies, and she was saying, and a couple other people have said this, and I like their interpretation, is that the Seven of Swords isn't always deception. The original meaning of the Seven of Swords was that this person did not want to go into battle, so they were stealing all the weapons and the tools of battle and destruction in order for them not to have to go into battle. They wanted peace. They wanted this to be, and so so it looks like they were being deceptive, which they kind of was, but it was for the greater good. I don't want to go into battle. I don't want to have this hurt, this anger, this war with this person. So I'm gonna steal all the weapons, all the tools. I'm being mentally strategic, and so that I don't have to have a physical battle or a emotional situation, and I'm going to head this off before it comes that kind of conflict.
But I like in the corner it says making a break for it. And so
Exactly.
when you were saying she was doing her healing and stuff like that, I got it as when I pulled this, I was like, that's weird. Because like you said, it usually means um
Deception,
but
like
I got
somebody's
making
being
a
dishonest.
right, but I got making a break for it, and I got that.
You just don't, like, you know how you're at the end of a relationship, you're like, I'm just tired of this. I just don't want to deal with this no more. I'm moving away. I'm letting it go. This just adding up. One plus two isn't, one plus one isn't equal to two.
But I also got like when drama hits, I've done my work. I don't want to put myself back in that situation. So I got the making the break for it. Like I'm not bringing that into my space. Like when,
I love it. It's so powerful.
when drama happens around me, I move past that point in my life, and it's like she got a drama radar. Like the first sentence come out, oh, this about to be some shit. Hell no. I don't work too.
Excuse me, let me go and warm up my coffee. You don't have a cup. I'll find one.
She like,
Mm-mm.
I'm not about to even listen to half of this crap. Let me go get my popcorn. Let me go mind my business. I got my Nene leaks. I need my check, my water. I do what y'all say I need to do, and I go home. That's it. Um, I'm not staying around for this. She don't even entertain it. So that seven of wands for me is making a break for it. Basically, she keeps her peace. She is like, I've worked too hard to try to maintain this peace in my life, and if you gonna disturb it, I don't need you. I also got the temperance card.
Oh my God, so did I. It just fell out. I got it.
So that's the balance, the peace that she has fought so hard to get. Um, I mean, even though it's like be patient about something, for me, when I read this in her, I'm getting it more like peace. I've worked for this peace in my life. Um, but coming up, I do see, like I said, some of this is in I do see like a new beginning financially. I got the Ace of Pentacles. I got Ace of Pentacles, so I'm not sure if it's not necessarily a new job, but I'm getting like a new opportunity or a new idea. Um, Tina, are you thinking about starting a business? Is something on your mind to get a business going or going into business with somebody else? Usually the Ace of Pentacles for me is new business. Um, because I got a knight of wands. So it's gonna be some and you're really passionate about that. You're really passionate about that business because it's gonna be some hasty information coming your way. I know usually Knight of Wands is like passion and love.
Night or nine.
Night. Usually, people say like the passion or the love is coming. I got that passion coming from what her business or what she's putting out there. It's like she put her heart and soul into this, and when she gets out, this is what she is really passionate about. But I also got that Queen of Swords. If you come with your shit, I'm gonna cut you. I'm not playing. I've worked too hard to get to this point in my life, and I'm not putting up with no bullshit. That's I got Tina as I ain't putting up with no bullshit. So that Queen
You got to. Queen of
I got
Swords.
Queen of Swords. Keen insight,
I
right decisions, and then I got that Ten of Pentacles.
I like it. I like a Ten of Pentacles, honey. Okay, so I got the Temperance card also, but they're getting that you need to find a little bit of balance. I feel like you just close the door immediately, like I'm here, blah blah blah. Click. Nope, that's not what I want. You just close the door immediately, and it's done. Before you leave, can you once again tell us about Baba Jolie's interpretation of the seven? Yes, I can. I'll come to that in just a second. I got the Temperance card about balance, being able to balance you're no you're to the point where you're a little bit too far to the left to the nope, I'm gonna shut all this down before I even hear the thing. Like, what you want me? No. Mm-mm. My son about to have a fundraiser. Nope. Oh, okay, well, let me go. You just shut it down quickly. I'm not about to hear this foolishness. I'm not about to be a part of it. So they want you to find a little bit more balance in that. So then I got the Eight of Wands, which is movement. I like one of the cards that you had. You had the Knight of Wands. That's fast movement. I like movement. This is information coming into you that'll help you to make the decisions that you need to make. Like, we like the place that you're in where you're not about the drama, but more information that'll come into you that'll help you clarify. And it's forward movement. I like forward movement. It's action. Anytime there's an action card, I love the action card, but it's right next to the Wheel of Fortune. And I love when it's right next to the Wheel of Fortune, because I kept saying, well, what is it that she needs to do? How should she move forward? And things are turning in your favor. So that's new opportunity, right? Those are things that are going to it's like your wishes and your desires are now starting to come into fruition. Like, these are opportunities. This is the wheel turning in your favor. I like how they do it, because these are little cogs. These are all little things. It's not one big wheel of fortune. It's all these things going together. I like the way they do it, because it shows that it's an intricate process. It's not just one wheel being turned. A lot of times we think, oh, the wheel is just going to turn. This is saying this is connected to this, to this, to this, to this, to this. So all these things have to happen in order for the wheel to turn in your favor. You can't just decide that, oh, I want it this way and that's the way it's going to happen. So you have to kind of give it some kind of you have to see the way that things are connect the dots. That's been my theme for the week: connecting the dots and understanding. You asked for this is how we're going to give it to you, because you took the blinders off. You took the limits off of it. Oh, I want to do this, and then only allowing your higher power to do it in a way that you want it to be done. I said I wanted my loans to be paid off by the end of the year. And then, I immediately thought, well, dang, that's a big ask. And I took the limits off and said I want it done by the end of the year. I didn't try to figure it out. I didn't say, oh, I was going to work more. I was going to do this. The very next day, I see a an email online saying, hey, these loans are being forgiven because of predatory lender. Wait a minute, I was going there at that time. That was me. Okay, so that's a chunk of your loans being taken away. And what they wanted me to do to see the dots, you ask, and this is us moving it. It doesn't have to be under the sweat of your bra. It doesn't have to be it doesn't always have to be your labor intensiveness. It can be us just moving things, just us navigating you to the right page where you saw the ad, where you went to apply for it, where you see the results of what it was. You asked for your loans to be forgiven, or for your loans to be paid in full by the end of the year. You didn't limit the way that have to be done, Lord. I didn't say, hey, can I have more hours at work? Can I have another job? Can I make more money so that I can have my loans paid by the end of the year? What I said was, I want them paid by the end of the year. And they said, oh, I got you. It won't even be by the sweat of your bra. Recognizing that all these things have to happen in order for you to get the thing that you asked for. All of these things have to happen. I had to do all of those things in order to align myself with the one thing that I asked for, which was getting my loans paid at the student by the end of the year. I had to see that advertisement. I had to then go apply. I had to then wait for them to make the decision, and then the outcome I get happens. But there was a series of steps that I had to take in order to get there. And I'm still in the process. And I like how these cogs all go together to show you this moves, this moves, this moves, this moves. And that's where you are, recognizing that a series of steps have to be taken on your behalf in order for you to get where you need to be. And then what did I get? I got the Knight of Pentacles as your like outcome, or the thing that's moving you to the next level, is that it's the slowest moving knight in the deck again, but it's movement. It's taking you where you need to be, and it's slowly, it's routine, it's patience, it's dependability, It's you knowing. Remember what I said? Um, is this the one? No. Remember I said, no, take that out. That was the last person. You need to understand that there are people working on your behalf, that it's a process. Yes, these things are happening, but it's moving at a slower pace. So you need to have patience. You need to know that that your resources are dependable, that your higher power is dependable. What was that card, Alycia?
Manifestation, that's another thing. Just
Exactly.
don't just
Exactly.
don't say, okay, I know these things are happening, so you don't say anything. Keep speaking your affirmations. Keep putting that positive out into the universe. You don't want to just sit by and think that. Angie said, what was the first thing she said? I want my student loans to be paid by the end of the year. She said it. So write it down, get a journal, communicate some way with the
And let me
universe.
say this, I ain't have to go into no ritualistic thing. I ain't have to be like, let me light a candle, let me get my intentions right, let me get a marker, let me get this cinnamon, let me get this salt. I said it, but you have to get to a level of understanding with your guides in order for you to be able to communicate like that. I just spoke it. I'm driving down the street. I want my loans to be paid off by the end of the year. And then they move me forward. Hey, angels, haven't seen you in since Tuesday. Tuesday is good to see you in the chat. So I just spoke it. I left it to the universe, and I didn't have to put all that pressure on myself to do it a certain way, to say it a certain way. Yes, I still do all those new moon things, those full moon things. I still do the salt, the cinnamon, all that stuff. I still do that, but I also generally just say and allow my higher power to do it. So you have to recognize there's more than different ways. You see all these little colors and all these little tentacles coming out. Those are all the different ways, all the things that you asked for could happen. They wanted me to give you that visual. Those are all the different roads that you could take to accomplish your goal. Which one are you going to allow you to go on? Are you going to go through all these different roads because you want to do it your way? Or are you going to go through this one road because they led you the exact way that it's supposed to be? So once you get that connection with your higher power by spending time in the state with your higher power, because this is how your relationship should be going, not this way with the people that are amongst you, this way with your higher power, where you're having that connection, you're spending time with each other, and you're understanding the information that they're giving you, as well as they're understanding the things that you're requesting. Okay, so I hope that helps you out and moves you forward. Did you have anything else? Oh, back to the seven swords. Can you pull it up, because I like the traditional version of it? Oh wait, they wanted me to give you this king of, hold on one second. They wanted me to give you this king of swords, Miss Tina Allen, is because that's you being in that king energy, that decision making energy, you making the head over heart decisions, and you being in that power. A king is a person who rules, who dominates, who makes good decisions. You are not in that emotional energy, you're in that logical energy. Does this make sense for me to be making these decisions? That's what they want you to do. Now back to that seven of swords that Alycia had up. So initially in the seven of swords, people think that it's deception. So I've heard Baba Jolie, and if you go to the Pisces video, the last Pisces video that she posted, and it's around maybe the 5 or 6 minute mark, is where she does it. She actually has this card up, and she's giving the actual in-depth understanding that I'm about to give to you, because I was going to clip it and do it, but I'm lazy and I didn't. So I'm just telling y'all, if you go to her last Pisces reading, Baba Jolie, and you go to about the 5 or 6 minute mark, or you listen, it's before you get to the 10 minute mark, she describes this seven of swords. And what she says is, traditionally the seven of swords is deception, it's heartbreak, it's somebody backstabbing you, it's not being honest. But she said originally the seven of swords was, when it first came out back in the day, the history of the seven of swords is that it is somebody not wanting to go to war, somebody not wanting to go into battle. So they're stealing the tools of destruction. They're stealing your swords. They're stealing this information. They're stealing the things that will empower you to go into battle with them, because I really don't want to go into battle with you. But that aligns with what we were saying. You're over the drama, right? Is this the person that was over the drama?
Yep.
This is her. So you're over the drama, you're past that. So you don't need to go into battle with these people. You don't need to have this fight, because mentally you're more strategic to them. This is a card of strategy, is how she was explaining it, where you are being strategic and mentally you are winning this battle. But by taking away their their power through in order to be able to fight with you. You know what? I'm not gonna go back and forth with the he said, she said. Let's go get this person. Let's just go ahead and hash this out. Okay, this is the problem with the project. Okay, let's all get into a meeting and let's hash it out. We're not going to go back and forth with the destructive elements or tools or items or things that could tear this down. We're making a break for it, but in a way that we're making a break from the drama. We are mentally winning this battle, or we're physically going through it. Because remember, swords are mental anyway. And so every time you see the Seven of Swords, don't think deception. Let it play out in the way the situation was. And that was one thing that I wanted to say, is that I really love the way that they do it. Again, the Pisces reading, Baba Jolie, the last Pisces reading that she did, and I think it was yesterday or earlier this morning, it was a bonus Pisces reading, and it might be for October. It's the career one, not the love one, because she did a love one too. It's the career one. And she's saying, this is you mentally fighting the battle instead of physically fighting the battle. This is what Don said. Let me put this up here. I so love the way that they do that. Don said, I love that read, and there are times when the analysis would have their right on point, especially with a Queen of Swords or a Knight of Swords, and it would complement if the exactly that is you, that is you deciding, okay, I want to win this battle. Oh yes, a Seven of Swords and a Five of Swords. When you look at it that way, the Seven of Swords is no longer deception; it's being strategic. I want to win this battle, is what the Five is saying. I want to get this over with. I want to be the victor in this. I don't care about the carnage, but the Seven of Swords coupled with that, to me, kind of is like, okay, I mentally want to win this. I don't want to physically go into battle with this person. I want to get this done on a mental level where I accomplish what it is that I want, or where my thinking is sound. It's all thoughts. It's all you changing that mindset. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Who was
I
that?
love it.
Firefly Dreamer, you were saying your name is Alycia. My name is Alycia. So I have the SH sound at the end.
Okay. So yes, I love that, and I do hope that that helps you to move forward and to understand. They recognize that you are beyond the drama, that you are, of that higher mindset, but also that to be ready for the wheel to turn in your favor, and to recognize how intricate it is, how many things have to happen once you speak, once you decide that that's what you want, once you mentally decide. Remember, everything that we hold in our hand was a thought in somebody's head. So I decided I wanted to make this deck of cards. I decided, and I started planning on how to do it. And lo and behold, from the thoughts that I had on wanting to make this card, or whoever this author is, this is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. From that thought, I created this deck of cards. And so that's what they want you to see. Once you speak it, or once you have that idea, this is how we're going to get it to fruition for you. So seeing that, and I really do want you to concentrate on it. It's a Tarot of Mystical Moments, and it was that Wheel of Fortune card. That is your key tonight. Understanding how intricate the pieces are that has to happen to in order to accomplish your goal, and having the patience to wait through it, but also the discernment to understand what decisions to make in order to make those things or to move it forward. Okay. So I hope that helps you, Miss Tina. All right. So who's the next person, Kina? It was a long paragraph in there by Firefly Dreamer. What you say?
Oh, I answered their question. They asked
Um,
the pronunciation of my name.
okay. You would be. Oh wait. So this is our person.
Cake digger.
Cake digger. Girl, I thought they said coke digger. Lord, let me put these glasses on. That takes on a whole nother meaning. Keena said two people asked, but y'all didn't post no questions, so she didn't put y'all on the list. So don't come back and say you skipped me, because Keena asked you for your question. So Firefly, we're waiting on your question, and then Cake Digger, what's coming up for me soon? Okay, let me find this deck of cards, because they're telling me not this card. And these cards are very slippery too. These mystical or magical moments, they are very slippery. They just fall through your hand like, well, my money when I hit had the card. So I'm gonna go back to my favorite cards here. These are my favorites right now. I'm gonna go back to these. Oh Lord, is this the paragraph that you wrote for your question, Firefly?
Mm. Cake digger. Sorry, this is
Okay, I got you. Um, okay. I would like to say, Firefly, I get that you're a very deep empath and you connect a little bit too strong emotionally to the situation. And this is a protection. Like I see you put it making a protection grid or something, and you've protected yourself to the point where it kind of dulls your senses. And when you get on your channel or when you've tried in the past, your protection has been a little bit too strong because you're such a deep empath. And so it's the balancing out of your protection versus your empathic abilities. So we'll get to that in a second, but they are showing me the temperance card for that. So back to Cake Digger. They wanted to know what's coming. Do you have anything for Cake Digger?
not yet. I gotta switch decks.
Okay, so did I. Um, October. Okay. There's something specific happening in October. They're showing me water. It's a pool, so it's not a very deep thing. Some I have to look at where your water is. This is a pool. This is you with the pole. So for me, that means it's an emotional situation. I can clearly see to the bottom. It's contained because it's in a pool versus an ocean where it could be deep or where it could be continuous or where it could be flowing out. So these emotions are contained. You can see through the emotions. You have the pole to skim off whatever's reaching you on top. So this is an emotional situation. Okay.
It says find
What does
your
that say?
calm.
Yeah. So this is definitely an emotional situation, but it's a contained emotional situation. So I assume that you have dealt with this situation for a while and that you have put it in a box or a receptacle where it doesn't overpower you emotionally. Okay. So then there's yes, there is a queue. I am Luke BC. Keena will add you to the list. Just put your question in there. We're getting to like the 3 hour mark, so we are about to be ending pretty soon. But go ahead and post your question. I think you're next. Don't quote. No, there's one more person ahead of you. After we finish this person. Um, what did I say? What was I saying about the
We
other
on
person?
cake digger.
Oh no, I got to go back to what I was thinking. Damn it. Um, mm, the emotional situation contained in a pool. Okay, so let me see where they're going with this. They show me you up on a diving board, ready to jump in, but refusing to do it because you're a little bit afraid of jumping into this emotional situation. So, is this a love situation? It's very much emotional. It doesn't have to do with business or anything like that. So, it's an emotional situation, but it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. They show me you high above on a diving board and ready to jump into the water, but turning back around and going back down the ladder because you just don't think that you're ready to fall that deeply or that the water will catch you that way or that you'll be safe to fall in. So this isn't so in a situation like that, I'm thinking that it's probably is a relationship or you trying to get back out there on a dating scene and you're a little bit timid or a little bit afraid because you've had some setbacks, some heartaches, which we all have. Listen, I fell off my bike several times, but I bet you I ain't afraid of a bike no more. I still ride it. I'm just a little bit more careful about it. Lessons learned. I learned how to balance on a bike. So once I learned how to balance, then I had to learn my next thing: speed, braking, how to control the bike, the turn, where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do, uphill, downhill, what level of exertion I needed. So it's not necessarily failures. I kept falling, but I kept getting back on the bike and I kept taking the lessons that I was learning to make me better in order to ride the bike to the capacity that I needed to. That's the image that I'm getting for you is that you need to find the balance and not see everything as a failure. And you may say that it's not fear, but it feels like a fear of being hurt again, or like a protection to keep yourself from being hurt. And so they're telling me, um, let me see where we're going with this. There's something specific about why you use cake digger, but I don't feel like it has to do with baking. I don't feel like it has to be doing
Let's
with
see.
baking.
I'm getting.
Does it have something to do with you wanting to get married or a wedding that didn't happen? Like it doesn't feel like baking. It feels like it feels personal and situational.
Let's see. I got they. I was gonna ask, do they have a cake business? because I got
And that could be, but for me, mine is more the romantic or the emotional side. It doesn't feel like business. It could be that you could be tapping in on that aspect of it. Um, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting there's something specific, and it may actually it could be both. Remember, two things are could be possible at once. It could be that there is a cake business, but the reason they named it that way is because of a situation, and they personally know what it is, but everybody else don't know what it means. Like I could name some, like one of the businesses that I wanted to open was House of Refuge. It means nothing else to nobody else, but it meant something to me because my grandmother's house, every one of my relatives stayed with my grandmother. So her house was a house of refuge. So to you, House of Refuge means nothing, but to me, it has a personal
gotcha.
meaning. So that's how I'm getting it for you, Cake Digger. So Cake Digger, are you still here? Are you answering the
That's what I want to
questions?
know because I got like find your calm, but I got like the King of Wands, which lets me know that entrepreneurial spirit. That's why I'm asking about the business. But I also got Seven of Swords. But this one, I do have something is going on where it's kind of deceitful in a particular relationship, not necessarily um trying to uh it's like under the cover at night because I see that person like walking away hoodie, they don't want to be seen. um but I did get a 10 of cups that's coming eventually.
Oh my God, I got the 10 of coins. So I thought that they were on the precipice of getting like some kind of wish fulfillment. And that deception is not giving it to you before you recognize that this situation isn't good for you. Because remember, I got the relationship thing too, but I think we're on the same track. It's kind of like it's saying, okay, this relationship, there's some deception in it. There's something that's not right about it. And before we give you these blessings, you need to recognize
Do you think they in a
what's going on in
relationship
this
with the person
relationship.
they in
So
business with?
it could be. But since they're not answering, I'm not
Because
about to waste my time. They're not answering. But I did get the Two of Pentacles too, which is also balance, balancing your resources, your time, your money, your energy, your emotional commitment to things. And so since you're not answering, I'm just gonna assume that you're not here and I'm gonna move on. Who's next, Tina?
I had questions.
Exactly. Okay, so I remember this. When I read this, it was about you being an empath. Okay, Firefly Dreamer, are you still here? Because I'm getting that you're a very strong empath, and when you connect very deeply. Have you cried on one of your lives, like or on one of your videos, or getting ready for your things? Like you get very emotionally entrenched in your reading and it makes you emotional to the point where you're a little bit overwhelmed by it. So then someone told you or you decided to do a protector spell where you protect yourself from other people's energy. And then your protection spell was a little bit too strong because it was trying to balance out that deep emotional take that you have and keeping out that emotional connection to the point where it's draining you, it's hurting you, and you're living the journey of this impact of this empath. And so that's why you felt like it didn't, because it was more of a chore than it was a pleasure to do the thing, to do the videos. Oh my gosh, this energy is about to be so heavy. How am I going to regroup from it? My protection spell isn't working, or my protection spell is working
It
too
said I
hard.
haven't cried in any of my videos, but I do get so angry.
Okay, so that's what they're showing me is that you do get very emotional in there, and that's because you're a strong empath. So you set the protection to keep the energy out, and what they're saying is you need to learn how to work with your energy and how to tell your guys. Like you don't want to shut it down and be like, "Oh, protect me from all this negative energy." What you want to do is get to the point where you're able to work with your guys and be like, "Oh, okay, I've had enough of that." Like, oh, okay, I can see your pain. Like maybe there's a physical like we have another person that's an empath, Kim Colby. She's in our group, and the last one day we were doing a reading, and she could taste the blood because it was an abusive relationship, and she could taste the blood. Okay, so that's a little bit deep. So then you tell them, okay, I've had enough of that emotion. Let's move forward. And so it's you being able to control the flow of the emotion that you receive. Okay, I don't want to see that again. They're showing me an image that I don't like. Okay, yeah, you can go ahead, Keena. Keena's shutting down the list. Who's ever the last person on the list, that's it. And we're gonna be done because we're nearing the 3 hour mark. And I love that you all came in. I really do hope that you all like, share, subscribe, and comment on YouTube, and Facebook, and Twitch and Twitter, because it really does help us
Now,
with our following. And I saw so many names, and that is the one thing that I've been asking Spirit for: new people, new people, new people. But back to you, Firefly. Um, you are they're saying learn how to control the emotion, not totally shut it down and say I don't want to have it. Just how do I control the emotion? Okay, I've had enough of that. Okay, I don't like seeing that. Maybe it's an image that they show you, like, can you show it to me a different way? So I've learned to co-create or co-read with my guys. This is what you're showing me. It's a little bit too strong for me. I don't like that. They've taken me inside the birth canal. And the way that they show me that a baby didn't make it is they show me tiny little feet and they show me a heartbeat, but they never show me a body. It's a little bit disturbing, but that's my symbol for you were pregnant, but the baby didn't make it. And so you decide how you want them to show you your symbols and how you understand and interpret them. You're a little bit your empathic ability is very strong, but what they need you to do is get a handle on it. So it isn't the fact that it failed the last time. Step out of the shadow of the failure of the last time. It was to help you to understand that you were too deeply emotionally connected to it and to learn how to control it. But you seem to just kind of step away from it because the energy was so
and
heavy.
I got a
So
question
that's
for
how I see it.
Firefly Dreamer. Do you how do you ground? Because I'm getting a lot of the emotions and things um, are coming, and um, it's confusing because you are not grounding. Um, so do you ground? Do you not only other than wearing crystals?
I mean, listen, before I started reading, it doesn't always have to be an outside
Right.
thing. Again, a lot of times we lay down our power because we want something outside of us to give us that protection or that energy. So before I started today, I called in my archangels, I called in my guides, I called in my ancestors, I called in all higher beings and my actual higher God source to help me with these readings, to help me to connect with my reader on a level that they can understand what I'm saying to them and they can visualize and understand what it is that I'm saying. I call that in. I also ask that they repel any negative energy that is coming my way that is to do me harm. Now, there could be negative energy that is for me to help somebody else to move forward, but to control that, you decide. It's all about you speaking. You don't, there's no magic potion. There's no way you need to set up your crystals. Just speak it. When I get ready to start this video, when I get ready to start this, help me. Like when again, it's about you practicing and learning how to interpret your symbols. When I first started, when they wanted me to see ocean, they gave me a salty taste in my mouth. So salt to me meant ocean. Okay, ocean meant many emotions, but I had to understand how to carry that through and understand what they were saying. Okay, I taste salt in my mouth. Okay, now I know that's the ocean. Okay, what is the ocean? Are they saying in this situation that the water is carrying them as on a journey, so they're using the water as a conduit for travel or a mechanism to move them forward? Or is the water emotions? Or is the water something that is overwhelming them and showing me their struggle? It's all about you interpreting what you do, but asking more questions so they can show you the next symbol. Okay, I see water. What does that mean? And so then they show me a wave of this person being overwhelmed by what it is. So it's an emotional situation that's overwhelming you. Okay, so now I know that. So then take me forward. Is it a relationship? Is it a business thing? Because an emotional situation could be business or it could be relationship. Okay, so now I know salt means ocean. Or the wave means that it's overwhelming them. Okay, they're showing me that it's the two of cups. So the two of cups for me is a soulmate. So I know that this is a personal relationship or a close knit relationship. So is this a lover or is this a family member? Okay, they showed me the lover's card. So it's me walking it through and asking my guys to show me more, unfolding the story in my head. My guides show me the cards. Your guides might let the cards fall out and you interpret the cards. So it's all about, but not be using one as a crutch. Sometimes you'll see me using the cards throughout the night. You've seen me use the cards, but you've also heard me describe what is being shown to me. It's not shutting down one for the other. It's using all the clues. When I learned how to tie my shoe, that don't mean that I stopped wearing shoes that didn't have laces. Like there's all different things. You don't negate one for the other. As you develop, as you practice, as you move forward, you learn how to interpret things in a certain way. When I had the situation with the little tiny feet and the heartbeat, it took me a minute to understand what was going on. And so my mentor, who was in class with us, said, okay, she could see I was struggling. She could see the anxiety on my face and having to be able to tell this lady, okay, it doesn't feel like this baby was born. So then she's like, would you? And so she stepped in to help. But it's also taking the guidance from other people and interpreting and knowing, okay, this is what my symbol is, but also being flexible enough to know that they can use that symbol for multiple things. Because a chariot could be victory and moving forward, but a chariot could also be a chariot is movement, but it also could be victory in that movement, depending upon how you look at it. And then there's a chariot card in one of my other decks. So also being mindful of the deck or the tool that they tell you to use. Did they tell you to use the pendulum? Did they tell you to use this card? Did they tell you to use oracle cards? What is it that your guys are telling you to use? Because there's a reason that they're telling you to use that specific mechanism in order to interpret whatever it is that you're interpreting. So if I use the tarot of mystical moments, when I use this and I get the chariot card, it's a snail. So that means it is slow. But if I use this one and I get the chariot card, it's fast. So understanding the clues and how it happens for you and having somebody, you need a tribe, you need people that are helping you to understand your symbols. So that's what I get.
But also, my mother and cousin who do Reiki have grounded me. I like that feeling. However, I can't obtain that same feeling or anything. I feel like I float back up. Well, grounding doesn't necessarily have to be.
Stop saying I
Yeah,
can't for one. That was the one thing that my mentor told me to stop saying. I can't. I'm not good at mediumship. I'm getting better at it. I'm learning to ground myself. Don't say I can't achieve that feeling. I'm learning to ground myself without the help of outsiders. Asking your higher power, how do I get from right here where I don't feel like I'm able to ground myself to where I'm able to ground myself without the outside help of others, because they're not always going to be there. What if you're in a situation where you have to ground yourself and you don't have them to do it? How can I call in my grounding without being able to depend on somebody else to do it?
because a lot of my grounding is done in the shower because water helps. Water washes the energy. So I do a lot of grounding that first thing in the morning in my shower. I know you said you wear crystals, but if you can Google to see the different ways to ground, I know a lot of people.
Also, she could be using crystals that are canceling each other out. Like our lady at the crystal shop, she'll tell you if one reacts to the other, if one makes one more powerful, or if one cancels one out. Because if you're having two crystals, one is supposed to draw in clarity and one is supposed to like keep negative spirits out. One may be too powerful. Like there's a and I can't remember what it is. It might be blue kyanite or the black tourmaline. She puts those two together because one is very very strong and it could be overpowering, but when she puts those two together, they kind of balance each other out, and it's not so strong and it's not so detrimental to you. So when you buy your crystals, making sure that you understand the power of them, and does one negate the other, or does one amplify one to a level that is too high for you? And then again, understanding how to mentally do it on your own without the other help. I'm sorry, Alycia, go
No,
ahead.
that was basically it.
Yes, I go to a crystal shop, and the lady who owns a crystal shop, she also has a she also used to do classes, and sometimes she may do, and she did a crystal class, and she says that some can overpower the other, or some can cancel the other one out. Like you're asking it to do one thing, but you're also asking this one to do something else, and one, they're fighting with each other. They're both doing their job, but one is a little bit stronger than the other. And so you have to understand, like I've had on a bracelet before that was so strong I had to take it off. Like my guys actually told me take it off. It's grounding you too much, or it's overpowering you to the point where you can't receive. It's blocking out too much. And so being able to listen to them and say, hey, take that off. And so I take it off. Because at the time it was a little bit too overpowering for me and my discernment wasn't coming through.
Yeah, I have black obsidian that I keep in
Me too.
the corner, away from my other crystals, definitely away from my pendulum, because
Hmm.
if it's close to your pendulum, since it blocks out negative energy, then your pendulum says yes to everything.
Oh, see, you don't even we didn't even think of that. I didn't even
because
think of
no
that.
is negative.
And why do we clear why do we have to clear? Like, are you clearing these crystals too? Like, if you're a person who is very deeply entrenched in your emotional state, you could be murking up these and need to ground and need to clear your crystals
Yeah,
repeatedly too. Like, maybe at night, maybe after a session, you had a very intense emotional empathic session. So maybe you need to put them down in some salt in order to clear their energy too. They could be overwhelmed with
that's
doing
true.
what their job is. Like when people say I clear my crystals in a when Beyonce says I clear my crystals in a clear in a during a full moon, that's what they're saying. They've gotten a little bit too cloudy, they've gotten a little bit too weighed down. Like we mentally get weighed down, our crystals get a little bit weighed down with doing whatever we're supposed to do, or our cards. So am I recharging them? Am I allowing them to be clear? Do I have this selenite wand which clears it? And then am I clearing the selenite wand because it's clearing this, but am I clearing it so that it can do its job and it's not bringing in negativity? Some people just tap it. Some people use sound with a bowl and a little thing, the little mallet thing. It's all about what gives you your clearing, what gives you your grounding, and you recognize it. Walking outside was grounding for me. Walking outside bare feet might be clear for you. Putting your feet in water might be grounding for you. Touching a tree might be grounding for you. You have to find it. But again, it's a connection here with your higher power and not here with an outside source, and always being dependent on the outside source to give you that clearing and that grounding and that understanding, and not negating one for the other. Yes, you have crystals, but you can just ask your higher power to help you to move forward. What crystals do I need? Which crystals should I use? Which deck of cards should I use? I listen to all those things. They told me to use a different deck of card on another person, so I did it. I could have decided no and just used these and gave them a completely bad reading, or no cards could have came out, or the reading could have been harder for me to interpret. There's a reason why your guides are telling you to use whatever tool that they're telling you to use.
Yeah, I heard of that. When you, because hematite is supposed to ground you, so it can, if you have, depending on the size of the or how much hematite or how strong it is, it can make you feel dizzy. So you may wear it
Yeah.
for a little bit
Yeah.
and then take it off when you start feeling ill, because you can be too grounded.
Exactly. Like this, and the bracelet that I got was a gift, and it was just too powerful at the time when I first got it. So I had to get used to the energy of it. And now when I put it on, it doesn't bother me at all. But I had to obey what they said and take it off at the time. And so then you would know not to use hematite. It's like you wonder why people put notices on a do not take this medication if you're allergic to it. Okay, if hematite makes you
Yeah,
feel bad, then don't
it
use
could be
it.
the same thing. It's the same thing.
So you're well on your way, but again, feel free to slowly. They're telling me to tell you to slowly get back into doing your videos and see how you feel and adjust. By that, ask the questions. Ask your guys. Okay, I got in there. I did this reading. It was a little overwhelming to me emotionally. The empathetic side of me came out too much. My emotions went too far. I felt it too much. So even during the reading, you can say, you can communicate with them, because sometimes you'll see me just talking, you'll see me looking over to the side. That is me communicating with them in order to get real time information, in order to adjust what I'm seeing, receiving, because you're constantly receiving, and so it's you being able to make those adjustments. So yes, the answer in all of that is go ahead and start the YouTube thing again, or the Twitch or Twitter or however you want to do it, but go slowly. Recognize how you feel after you do each live or each video, and then adjust, and then continue to move forward as you want to. But also to letting go of the negativity or the failure of the last one. When I tried it last time and this was happening, this is a new opportunity. This is a different way. You're not starting at zero, you're starting at experience. You have a little bit more experience in it. You know what length of time you like. You know that you're that you're overly empathetic. You know that your crystals might be a little bit too strong. You know all of these things. So make adjustments and continue to make adjustments. And remember, it's a journey, not a destination. We all think that we get to a spot and oh, this grounding works for me. And I've learned over time that as our powers evolve, as we get higher, as our abilities get stronger, that we need different things to ground us. Because I went outside and walked in and stood in the rain before work, I might need something different now. So adjusting with the ability level of the power that you're leveling up to. Okay, and that is possible. I've had bracelets where it just they literally say once the bracelet breaks off, it has done what its job is. Whatever you were wearing it for, whether it was grounding, whether it was to repel, whether it was to absorb, it's done what it's needed to do. Give it back to the earth, throw it away, do whatever you need to do. Thank it for what it did for you and move on. You can get a new one. I usually ask my God, do I need a new one? What kind I should get? Then I go to the crystal shop. Then I see which one I'm drawn to. And then I ask my person, is it going to conflict with anything else? So it's a series of steps. Remember, I tell you, sometimes it's not just one action, it's a series of actions that you need to have in order to accomplish something that you're trying to get to. All right. So who's next, Tina? Is this the last one, Kina? All right. Kina said there's one more, and that's the last one. Okay. So she wants to know why she's having the dreams about her ex. You know what? Let me clear that energy because I immediately went into Grim Reaper of Love mode. So let me go ahead and clear that energy off these cards and off of me. Um, they're giving me the indication that you absolutely know why you're having these dreams. You're kind of reminiscing about maybe reconnecting with this person or wonder what this person is doing. Do you follow this person on social media? Because they're showing me like social media sites. Do you follow this person on social media and you see that this person has moved on or that this person is with somebody else and you're wondering what the shoulda, coulda, woulda because they're also showing me the Six of Cups, which means you're looking back on the relationship and reminiscing on what it should be like. And so you're having these dreams and you're romanticizing what it used to be or what you wanted it to be versus the reasons that you know why you're actually why this person is an ex. There are many reasons you can have dreams about your ex, and for me, it depends on which ex I'm having a dream about. There's one of my exes. I used to dream about him, but I know this was a pattern. I would dream about him anytime he was in trouble, usually criminal trouble. And then I would find out, oh, he's in court, he's going to jail, he's whatever. So that was our link. I would dream about him when he was in some kind of criminal trouble. But then you could also dream about somebody. I had an ex that I used to dream about because I just wanted to be, like in a loving situation, and this person was probably the most affectionate of that situation. So it depends on who you're dreaming about and what your relationship was like them and why you're romanticizing on what it is. And it could be unconsciously you're like, oh, the holidays are coming, we had a good time when we went to this party, when we did this and when we did that, and so you're reminiscing, and so now you're dreaming on it. I tell people all the time, whatever's happening on TV infiltrates my dreams. So if I go to sleep with the news on a channel where the news is going to come on, and then I'm in that sleep wake state and I hear them talking about a criminal thing that's happening on the news, now I'm dreaming about the police chasing me. Now I'm dreaming about somebody trying to kill me. And then when I wake up, I'm like, oh my God, why was somebody trying to kill me in my dreams? And then I see on the news that there was a police chase and they were chasing somebody who was trying to kill somebody else or who do whatever. So a lot of outside sources affect our dreams. But why are you pining over this person or reminiscing about this
I
person?
don't know if they exactly pining over the person because I basically see that there was a tower moment because I see that spirit told them to break up and they didn't do it when they were supposed to. So basically, spirit broke them up. But of course, I got Ten of Swords. It's a
I got regret. That's that ten of swords. That's that feeling betrayed,
yeah,
feeling like people were talking about you and understanding that it needed to happen, but still reminiscing on did I make the right
but she going
decision?
through that heartbreaking pain. But I don't get this for I get this for both of them. And I think this is where the dreams are coming in, that judgment, that self-reflection, that self-evaluation. What in me allowed me to put up with whatever was going on in that relationship? because I think, like you said, it's that self, like I think she reminiscing, but I don't think it's necessarily pining for that person. I think is going back over the relationship. What allowed?
It could be pining for the affection or the thing that she wanted to, because a lot of times we romanticize what we wanted it to be versus how we actually
Gotcha.
experienced it.
I see a when you say both sides, do you mean me and my ex missing each other? Also, me and my ex are okay. It doesn't matter he or him. Okay, that doesn't matter. What I'm saying, I see that both of you are. I see that you are okay. Because down here, a couple, you say I blocked him because he was shitty to me. I think the dreams are coming because it's a self evaluation of why would you put up with this? I think you're looking back on the relationship to see what was inside you to make you put up with whatever he was doing or however he was acting.
She wants this
No,
person to
they're
miss
both
her. She got excited when
they're
you
both
said
he's. They're both
huh.
he's.
Oh, or he, okay, my bad. Luke, he wants you to, when you said both sides, he got really excited when you said both sides of it, because he thought, oh, he's missing me too. He wants me to be he's seeing how much he lost. He was kind of reveling in their misery. Like, oh, okay, now they realize how great I am. There was a little excitement when I read that comment, and them thinking that, oh, this person is missing me too. And it's okay to feel that way for wanting them to get their karma, for wanting them to get their justice. Isn't that one of the
No,
cards you
I
had,
got
like justice or
judgment.
karma or
So
something?
I got
Judgment.
Luke basically trying to reevaluate what in me would make me put up with this. But it is a decision to make. To me, it's a two of swords decision to make. So he's sitting on the fence. See, part of me wants him to miss me and be upset that I'm gone because I see that.
Exactly. That's exactly how I saw it. That's why I understood the excitement in, wait a minute, that he missing me too. We both, you understand both sides. So you understand that we're both missing each other.
But you
That's what he
just said
wants.
he
This
was
person to
shitty
miss
to
him.
you. But I got the.
Listen, remember I told you I had that person who asked me, was this person going to bother them when the restraining order was off?
I remember
What she really
that.
wants to know is, does that person still love me? Does that person still, yeah, they were shitty to me, but do they still love me? Or did they see how bad they messed up in letting me go?
And I think you know what? Now I read this. This two of swords is: do I let them back in my life? Just because I miss him doesn't mean that I want him back.
Right. And just because you're dreaming of that person doesn't mean that you want them back. It just means you're reminiscing on this person. Again, you said you were having dreams. And like I said, sometimes it's because you are what I said in the beginning was that you are reminiscing on this person. They showed me the Six of Cups. You are wanting this, you are desiring the memories of this relationship. And you're saying, I don't want this person back with your mouth, but with your heart, you're saying, oh my gosh, I miss that tenderness. I miss that connection. I miss that love. And it doesn't necessarily have to be that person. You miss the memory of that love, of that emotion. That's what you want. But it was inside this person who also treated you shitty. So that's who you're drawing, because your heart is calling out to the universe, that because that's what you want. So what you have to do is say, okay, how can I get past dreaming about this person and prepare myself for the new love? How do I start to pull myself toward this person and not toward this past person? That's what you're wanting to know. Does this person want me back, so that I can tell them no, so that I can be the person who declined them and let them go? And that's okay. It's not to say it's a bad thing or a good thing. We all want them to receive their karma. We all want them to see that they hurt us, and we all want them to be remorseful for it. But you also need to understand that you may not get the apology that you want. You may not ever see that this person is remorseful for what they did. They may not ever say to you, I'm sorry. And you need to move on and say, I got the lesson from that. This person wasn't a match for me. And then you move forward powerfully without this person. Without the residual effects of this relationship. If this person reaches out to you, you will not be standing your ground. You most definitely will fall back in. And so you're hoping, okay, I get it. You're hoping that with the dreams that meant that this person was coming back around. You were hoping for a 5 of pentacles, which means that somebody's coming back. You were hoping that that 6 of cups that I was talking about, that reminiscing, was this person coming back to re-love you and to do it correctly this time, or to at least desire you, so that you know that you are worthy to be desired. And so what they're saying is, no, this person isn't coming back. You can move on for them. And it's not to say it's a good or bad thing. Don't judge it in that way. I feel like you're judging what I'm saying in a way to say, oh no, I don't want this person back. Let me let you know I'm not going to give this person a chance. If this person come back, I definitely see you giving them another chance. I definitely see you breaking your because it's easy to say one thing when it's not in front of me. It's easy for me to say, if I ain't having no nothing but cakes, if ain't no nothing but cakes in front of me, if it's a nothing but cake in front of me, then I just let me just get a little piece of it. I mean, it is strawberry. I mean, it is nothing but cakes. You should never pass on nothing but cakes. It's easier said when that is not the temptation in front of you, to when that person actually reaches out to you. So again, this could be a forewarning from your subconscious to say, hey, this person is coming back, or for you trying to pull them into your energy from your heartstrings. Remember, your head and your heart operate different. So your heart can be trying to pull in the love, but your head, on the last time your head remembered that good feeling was with this ex. So your heart and your head are trying to pull it in, but the vessel that delivered it wasn't right for you. And so what you need to do is to break that bond with this person, to do whatever you need to do to break that bond. That could be you writing this person down, burning their name. It could be you putting their name on a bay leaf and setting the intention that you want to break the bond. It could be you speaking to your higher
Cord
power. I
cutting.
break the bond with such and such, the emotional thing, cord cutting. It's you breaking that bond with that person. And it's okay that you feel this way, because everybody thinks that a breakup is an end point. We're on a journey. There's highs and lows. Sometimes you miss that person. Sometimes you miss the laughter. Sometimes you miss the togetherness. But overall, the totality of the relationship didn't balance out for your best benefit. And so, whatever reason you used to break up with them outweighs whatever reason you are having this dream or this desire for them. And so, all you need to do is to break that bond, set in motion the breaking of the tie, cut that cord between that person. You can even speak it. I know I am moving forward in my desire for a soulmate. I am moving forward in my in my desire for a love interest. I am healing beyond the pain of my past relationship. I am healed beyond the past my past relationship, and I'm ready to move forward with somebody who's able to give me the love that I want. And so it's okay. Sometimes our subconscious takes over and we dream about things that give us comfort. Maybe you are going to sleep, you know what I'm saying, feeling lonely, feeling like you want to be hugged, feeling like you want to be held. And so when you go to sleep, you dream about the last thing that made you feel that way, or the last relationship that gave you that situation. Because what is a dream? You just said you're dreaming about your ex. What are you dreaming? Are you dreaming that this person is kicking you while you're down? Are you dreaming about romantic situations that you and this person is in? You didn't tell us what the
Right.
dreams are about, but I can tell that it's romantic and it's about you wanting to pull that person into your life.
You block. Mm. I'm not gonna say. I'm not. Yeah. I personally.
Girl, I mean, child, do you know how many times I'm gonna block somebody and unblock them?
Not only that, they got Google numbers. People will call you from a Google number, a voice number, because that's not blocked.
I see you mistakenly liking a page. I see you searching on their page and doing this and that. You are
Nope.
you
Nope. Nope. Nope.
you are the spy on the wall in the social media. And that's fine that this person may not care, but that doesn't mean that you don't desire for them to care. Just because they don't care does and because you recognize that they don't care doesn't mean that you don't desire for them to be care. What our heart wants and what our head knows doesn't always align. I want this person to care. I want this person to reach out. I want this person to understand that they fucked up and that I'm a good person. But your head knows this person is a narcissist. This person is an asshole. This person doesn't even care enough about me in that way to reach out that way. What our head knows and what our heart wants doesn't always align. It's finding the balance. It's a journey. It's not a destination. Just because you block that person doesn't mean that all the emotions and the feelings that were tied to them is gone. Do a cord cutting. If you're actually ready to be done with this person, speak it into existence. I'm done with the emotions associated with this past relationship. I'm ready to move on in positivity and find the love that is nurturing for me and my movement forward. So again, just because our head knows doesn't know that our heart doesn't still want it. It's the balance of it all. Okay, so I hope that helps you out. And that's why you're dreaming about that person. You're just desiring. And again, it's not a good or a bad thing that you're desiring this person in that way. It just means that this is what your heart wants. And so you just have to find another way to get to it. Again, it's about allowing the universe to bring the love to us and not allowing our own desires to take us back to a situation that may be harmful for us. Okay, so I hope that helps. I am Luke BC. It was nice to meet you. I hope you are like, share, subscribe, and that you come back. And that's good that you leave this person blocked so you don't have any temptation. That's fine. But also ask yourself, how do you listen? This is one question I learned to ask my guys. How do I wait productively for the new love of my life? How do I wait productively while you move these things into motion and get me to where I'm ready to receive love? How do I wait productively? Because if I ask how to wait productively, they may make me so busy and so successful in my financial arena or in my career arena or in some other arena of my life that I'm not even pining over this person. And this is what, listen, let me tell you a song that I love. Sarah, God damn it, let me look her up. It's called A Little Bit Stronger. And it's a country song, and I don't know if you like it, but it helps me because every single day she tells you I got a little bit stronger, I miss you a little bit less. I don't want to every song on the radio don't make me want to be with you. Everything that I do don't make me just want to get you back. But let me find her name because I have to go to my country playlist. Yes, I have a country playlist. I am versatile in music, people. Don't judge me.
We about to be banned. The SCC here.
I'm not gonna play it. I'm just gonna tell you what the song. Girl, please. I'm not. Listen, I know they be on there like, did you play a little snippet or something? Look, just take it right on down. It's Sarah. No, is it Sarah Evans? A little bit stronger. So I love that song. Go and look that up, and it just says day by day I get a little bit strong. Exactly. Look at Pam right there on it. She knew exactly who I was saying. So go listen to that song, and it helps you to realize it's a long journey. She said day by day, week by week, month by month, and before you're not even missing that person. So you have to understand that it's a journey. It doesn't just happen like, oh, okay, it could be 6 months later, it could be 6 years later. The heart wants what the heart wants, even though the head knows why we don't have it. The heart is just calling out for the affection that we want. And what you have to say is, okay, universe, this is what my heart wants. How do we get there without using this vessel that I know is a source of pain for me?
Mm, y'all working me. It's 2.5 hours. Lord.
So there you go. And see, I am Luke. I am going to save the video, and so they are going to. But that's okay. I already told you what it is. Go right on YouTube. It's Sarah Evans, a little bit stronger. Go ahead and play that song. I love it, and you'll understand what I'm saying. It's exactly how you're feeling about this situation, and that's what I want you to understand. It's not a good or a bad thing. It just is a thing. The heart wants what the heart wants, even though the head knows that it's not right. And so, what you have to do is reprogram that heart to desire it, but to desire it in a different way. Allow your universe to make that adjustment for you and to steer you in a way where you're ready to receive it. Okay. That was a long reading. I'm sorry. Who's next, Kena? But I hope that helped you out and I thank you for coming in. And I hope to see you back next week. And Wednesdays. Me and Don are on here Wednesday. Sonora Mystic Tarot, we are on here Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You are welcome. I am Luke BC. Tell other people that we're on here and thank you for coming in. And I hope it actually did help. Like the one thing that Spirit wants you to know is that your thoughts, your dreams are not bad. It's just a calling. It just is your heart calling out. And we just need to reroute your heart to something that is connected to something that is more positive and not your ex. So do the cord cutting in the way that we one of those methods, or just speak it that you want to break this bond with this person so that you can release that tie and be open to receiving it from somebody else. Allow somebody else to plug in for you. All right, Keena, who's our last person? Oh yeah, angels, I love it too. Uh,
What you mean don't get
wait a minute,
mad?
Keena. Don't tell me there's two more.
Keena, we've been on here 3.5.
Oh, Keena said this the last one because I was about to listen. Y'all was about to see this. That was gonna be me running over Keena's house.
Oh,
Pop, pop, pop. Oh, what was Dom's request?
we did
Was
that.
it to go back over the Seven of
We did
Swords?
that.
I already did that.
We did that.
Was it the Seven of
Yeah,
Swords
we
thing?
did that, Keena. You ain't paying no attention.
Keena, where you been? That means you ain't paying no attention, parking lot. What did you doing?
Parking
Sleep?
lot. But
You
she
ain't
ain't
on the
doing that
ladder no
parking
more,
lot
Keena. Get off the
readings.
ladder.
I'm voting.
Oh, she talking about she folding the
She need to be
laundry.
doing parking lot readings again.
Exactly.
Giving the people the,
Thank you, Eric, to tie down. Okay, you're the last person. Praise the
you get
Lord. Okay. All right, that means you'll get a good one. I felt your, I immediately perked up with your energy. You seem to be a funny person. Like you make people laugh. I immediately got in a good, like a really lighthearted energy with you.
mm.
It do exactly that. Yes, remove yourself from the situation. Why would you stay in it? Like if somebody's toxic, why would I want to stay? That's like saying I walked into the room and it was so much carbon monoxide in there. Should I stay in there or should I leave? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like this, carbon monoxide is toxic. You don't want to be in there if it's overwhelming the room. So if I know that there's carbon monoxide in it, this is a toxic environment, I'm gonna leave the room. I'm not gonna stay.
You said that.
You know what I'm
You
saying? You're
saying if
killing yourself.
I
Remi-
thrive on
re- re-
toxicity. Ooh. All right.
Okay, but you're not a youth anymore. You're an adult. You're maturing. When I was a child, I used to eat candy all the time, but in my adulthood, I know that it packs on the pounds. You are an adult now. You don't have to
Ooh.
thrive on toxicity. You can move forward. You can take the tools to heal. So what you're telling me is you're still operating in the energy of being a
Yep.
youth. You haven't grown and matured
Nope.
in your journey
Cause I sure
emotionally.
did draw that fool card. Cause he ready. He jump in stuff. I got that fool card, which means innocent. So it's like childlike, but you're no longer a child.
Exactly. Oh my God, that makes so much sense.
Foolishness,
Like using your youth as an excuse doesn't work. You're an
right?
adult now.
Foolishness, idealism. It's like, hey, it's fun. Is this?
I used to take a bath with my sister as a youth too. I don't do it now in my adulthood. Like I understand that I have matured.
I,
So that's what you need to do let's
look,
delete
I
that
was,
connection to
and,
toxicity in
and
your
the thing
youth.
is, him. See, this what I'm getting. You want to know what I'm getting?
I
Mm,
do. Look, do I need to pull
yeah,
out my shade?
she got that water.
Woo!
She got that that water. That I mean,
Wow.
honey, you drowning, and you love every second of it. It's toxic, but when y'all get together, that kundalini energy is so high.
Listen, y'all be trying to be so cute and discreet on here, but y'all know Spirit gonna tell me. Spirit will show me a penis. Spirit will show me a vagina. Spirit will show me. And so while you're saying toxic environment, it's the passion. You like
Oh
banging,
yeah, they
like y'all
bang.
y'all get it in. Y'all sweat them curls out. That hair curl up
When I
into a
say they
knot, and you
bang,
just when y'all get
when
done,
I
y'all
say
just be
when
drenched laying there smoking a cigarette. You straight on what's her name? I ain't no I need a cigarette, but I ain't no smoking chick. You like, yeah, I need a
when I
cigarette.
say they bang, it's like against the wall. It's like
We tearing the house down. It sound like an
it's like
earthquake.
on
It's so
and it's
good. And so, don't she get on my nerves? Don't she want too much? Don't she this? Don't she that? Don't she these negative things?
all she
Listen,
do.
when we get in
Look,
that
all
bedroom, none of
she
that
do
stuff don't
and
matter.
see this what she do. They get into a fight. He leave. All she do is call. You gonna hit this or what? And he right back over there.
Woo, you got a succubus,
When
but you like it.
she
You
is
like
tearing
it.
him down in ways he ain't know he could be towed down. Do you understand me?
Listen, but I don't even get a bad vibe from it. I'm like, look, good time, not a long time. Maybe you just need that pound, 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 pound energy, and then get all that out
But
your
the thing
system.
is,
Be careful.
boom,
Be
Page of
careful.
Swords, because it's gonna be some information coming in that he wasn't expecting. And even though he
So go ahead, look, go ahead and enjoy Pound Town right now. Again, as long as you're both consenting adults and you both realize that we're consenting to this passionate exchange, and then you deal with the aftermath of it. You know what you're getting every time you go there. You know what you're getting every time you two connect, and every time it's over, and how you walk this journey. They're showing me just
a
a Ferris
merry-go-round,
wheel. You just go
because
through
it
this over
happens
and over,
all the
yeah,
time.
over and over,
I hate
over and
and
over and
guess
over and
what?
over and over. Highs and lows. Y'all go high,
And
y'all
it's
go
fuel,
low. Y'all
it's
talk, y'all don't
fueled
talk.
with hate. I mean, they literally just spew at each other. And then it is like she pick up the phone, or he pick up the phone, or she send that text. You gonna put it in my mouth? I mean, what you gonna do? And then he boom, he right back there. He right back there. He right back there.
And that's not good or bad. That's just saying enjoy it for what it is and then be ready to move on. Get that all out of your system. Sometimes you have to work through the emotions physically as you
And
work through
that's
them
fine.
emotionally.
But
Okay.
my thing is, if you stay too long, you gotta know.
Do you feel like he's developing feelings and that's why he like, oh, hold on. What should I do?
Not if he stay too long, because I'm telling you, she tearing it up like he's never experienced this before.
It's about to be the holidays. Can I take crazy girl with
And
me everywhere? Or is she just
he,
gonna start a
he
fight at
can't
grandma? Is she gonna start a fight at grandma's house because somebody stepped on her
he
shoestring?
can't take
Like,
her
she
nowhere.
crazy as a bed bug, but listen, there's a lot of people who have wives that the family do not like. But when we get in that bedroom, baby,
He can't take her nowhere. But the thing is, she don't want to go nowhere. But I think, like I said, it's gonna be some. If he stay too long, I mean, the way it is, it's gonna be some information coming in, and it's gonna lead to some heartbreak.
one of the things that Spirit told me to ask you is this somebody you would want your mom to meet? Would your mom approve of you? Like I feel like your mom's opinion is greatly is high up there for you. And would you be ashamed of this person meeting your mom? Or do you think this person would be disrespectful? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, some people are just in your house to fulfill it. Listen, lifetime lesson, you know what I'm saying? Short times, whatever. People are there for a season. They're not, no, listen, maybe they just there to let you boom, 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 get it out your system, sow your wild oats, and then you move on and you find the love of your life next. But you had to get this out of your system. It could be that too.
I think my mother would. He catching feelings. That's your answer right there. He
Your mama would approve of you being in a relationship with a toxic
he
person.
catching feelings.
In your logical mind, you think that
He
your mama would approve of you being with this
she
toxic
done
person.
made
Come
them
on now.
toes curl backwards.
Stop caking for her. Like I said, it's okay for you to want to have this passionate thing, but in the long term, is this a person that you would want to be the mother of your child? Because that's a possibility if y'all banging like that. Always remember there is an opportunity to produce another life. And is this a person that you would want to be tied to forever and co-parenting with?
Honey, let me tell you. Like I said, you stay too long, you gonna have
Like I said, you
he
caking. You
but
caking.
it'll
Because now it went from her being toxic to now you toxic. Because you said a lot of problems and toxicity, and I'm sure is what to do.
then he said the
So now
toxicity
you
comes
said,
from both of our inability for commitment, I believe largely. But let me tell you something. If he sees somebody else coming out of her apartment, he gonna be ready to commit.
listen, he gonna tear the walls down with his goddamn bare hands. And that's okay for you to understand that you are developed, you catching feelings. You catching feelings. You need to listen to it's this what's that guy named Rico, somebody, him,
Look, I would be a
Plies.
little jealous. I told you.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You catching feelings, and that's why I said Is that what the issue is? You're catching feelings and you want to know what you should do before you move on. It's okay, but just know what it is. Just know what your future gonna be. Is this the person you want going up to the school talking to your child
Girl,
teacher?
let me tell you something. Because let me tell you something. Because even after tonight, we can tell him anything in about 2 hours.
He
Hold
crawling
on,
right back into her
2 hours.
cave. Listen,
He gonna be making macaroni.
he caught up in that web. He is a spider in that web. And that's okay. Enjoy yourself, but know that you could possibly produce a child out of this situation. Is this how you want to move forward in your
And
life?
maybe that where that here go that Six of Swords, that transition. Because now instead of being that we gotta hit it all the time, now is we gotta take somebody to the doctor, we gotta consider somebody for school, we gotta consider food, diapers. It's gonna be a transition.
Is this person a rational being? And then also, if you both have commitment, then maybe you're not ready to move
And
forward.
then
Maybe it's just the passion of it. See it for what it is, a summer fling or a fling to have sex. Like understand it for what it is and not try to make it something that is not.
but y'all say I could make this work. No, with Eric. Ain't nobody say you could make this work. Girl, let me tell you, after he get, let me tell you something. Listen to me.
I did not tell
We
you this could work.
did
Look at you. Look,
Angie, when listen, when we get off of here in about 20 minutes, all he go hear is that macaroni and cheese sound. That's it. He ain't heard shit. We said he ain't heard shit.
no, what we said was this is for a short term, not a
You
long
stay
term.
too
Like
long.
it's okay for you to, if you stay too long, this is going to turn out bad. Like we're telling you all this, and what you heard was y'all said this could work. When did you hear me say it could work? Go back and rewind that and hear that again. What we're saying is enjoy the passion of it as two consenting adults, but understand that this may not be the long term commitment moving forward. And like I said, with the carbon monoxide
Eric,
thing,
Eric, listen. Let me tell you something. This has been the highlight of the night, right?
if you walk into a room that's full with carbon monoxide, why would you stay?
Because he hearing that.
You
Because
like,
guess
she
what he
worked it.
gonna
She
do?
worked my last
He gonna
breath.
sit. He
She worked my
he gonna
last
sit us
breath.
here and he gonna pound it and he gonna make that macaroni and cheese sound while he's sucking on carbon dioxide. He don't care. He don't care. Him
And that's okay as long as everybody is honest in this situation. I don't feel like she's a horrible person. I do not. But I do feel like there's a lot of strong passion with it. I don't see this as a long term relationship. So let me just see. Is this a long term relationship for Eric and the person that he's currently with? And I got to
Angie,
know.
them toes is going this way. Them toes, he don't
He
care.
said the carbon monoxide make you lightheaded, if you know what I'm saying. We know exactly what you're saying. Oh, we do. That's why we know you going back. You don't hear nothing but enjoy the passion, and that's okay. And then I'm gonna ask, what was the other thing I was gonna ask?
About a baby. Mm.
I don't even want to ask. I don't want to set that
I
emotions
need
in
to
the atmosphere.
ask.
I don't want to be the person that
Dexter don't play no games. And see, when a baby comes in, the dynamic of your relationship comes in. The
right, because it ain't all
dynamic
just pound
change.
town. It's now we gotta actually
The
co-parent a child. Now I hate you for real.
trust me. Listen to what I'm saying. Let me tell you something. Mine is 20.
Be careful. That's
Mine
what
is
I'm saying.
23. I thought I was grown. And let me tell you, I did not think I would have to co-parent. Do you know why? Because I heard nothing. All I saw was that he would hook his tongue under his chin. Did I think I would have to co-parent with that? Absolutely not.
But now you do.
And guess what? 23 years later, so many different decisions should have been made. But I'm thankful for my daughter. she she uh, she is a neonatal ICU nurse. I love her, but let me tell you what. 23 years ago, I wasn't looking for that. I saw that tongue hook up. I said, "Well, this could work." It's
This could work.
no, daddy.
It worked.
This could work,
It worked. It
and it didn't work.
worked its way right on into that little into that little egg, and boom, baby.
Exactly. And when she came into play, and I had to consider another person, I had to feed another person, take care of another person, emotionally, physically, spiritually. The dynamic of the relationship changed. I did not want him to touch me at all. You ain't got no money for diapers. Don't come over here. Do you got some diapers? Do you have some wipes? Do you have some clothes? Do you have some shoes? What do you have? He could not.
Cause fun Freddy becomes fuck up Freddy real quick.
But, huh? No, they can't see you. But I'm out of here. Okay, Keena, go ahead, because it's the last one. So yeah. So
Exactly.
um. So yeah. So I mean, it's great now. But yeah, he catching feelings because he said if somebody else was over there, he'd be up. He catching feelings.
Exactly. See it as what it is. Like I asked the pendulum, was it going to be is this a long term? I don't think it's a long term. I think it's a good time, not a long term. So I hope that helps you out. I hope that gives you what you wanted to understand. And just to see it from a different perspective. Like sometimes we don't think of the children. Sometimes we don't think of what is really hooking us in and why we're staying is, and we don't want to admit that we're digmatized.
It is. Now, when you sitting up there hollering somebody's name, hell no, you don't think about when your foot right here. You ain't thinking about that at
Not at all.
all.
Not at all.
I'm sorry, my child is in the kitchen. She makes me giggle. But
Exactly. All right. So I
Eric,
hope that helps,
Eric,
Eric. And thank you all
Eric.
for showing up. Everybody who's in the chat, everybody who participated in there. It was great
Hold
seeing
on.
you all. This
Wait,
was another
Angie.
great Sunday. Thank
Wait,
you, Alycia. Oh,
Eric. You gotta let us know what happened in about 3 months, boo. Cause I can't I need to know what happened, honey. Cause you made my night. You made my night.
we ended on a positive love note or lust
Lust.
anyway.
But when he said what, y'all said this could work.
In another time zone, on another look, you need a timeline jump and find that timeline where this person works. She make your toes curl and y'all
I
work it
can't.
out. It was good to see you. I hope you really do come back. Again, me and Don will be on here Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time doing the same thing. Me and Alycia will probably be back next
Next
weekend. Hopefully Sherry Berry or Levita will be back. So again, Saturday,
Sunday.
no, Sunday through Friday, one of us is live. So every day, one of us is live. So feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe on every one of us that's in there. Calling All Angels. She is very good with the love reading. She was in here earlier. She is in my subscriptions on Facebook. I mean on YouTube. A lot of the people, if you just go in my subscriptions and see who I'm following, like Calling All Angels, Sonora Mystic Tarot. Oh, we have a good time when we are here because we both hit. We listen. We just say it like we get it. Um, Naturally Divine Goddess. She'll be on Monday, which will be tomorrow, and then she'll be back on Thursday with Don early in the morning. Listen, I can't remember the times. I'm not gonna even try. Just if you subscribe to all of us, you'll get it. Julie is on for Love Riot Warrior. She is on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you can come back and listen to her. She's on with Bonnie. She's on with Susan. She's on with Scott. So again, that's 3 days. And then I think that's it. I got everybody Sunday through Thursday, Sunday through Thursday, Friday. One of us is on every single day. So please come back, like, share, comment, subscribe. I hope you all got the information that you wanted. And I thank you for blessing us with your time. And again, your best payment for us is to like, share, comment,
And
and
we might
subscribe.
start doing
Have a good
Fridays
rest of your
after
day,
dark
people.
because y'all, this is good.
Listen, y'all ain't ready for Friday after dark. We gonna be here setting it off.
Setting it off. I love it.